Alright, so Stationeers here. Where are we? What's going on? What even is this game? Did you not pause? Pause. Close? No? Pause. What is this game? Alright, where were we? This is, we made a space station. Let's see, yesterday we got our space station going. We've got a nice big, we're on this super hot planet where the outside is scary. We need to hide during the day inside of safe areas because it's too hot outside. And then do things and stuff indoors. So yesterday we got a good start going. We got a nice little room I'm in right now. This is a big vacuum room. There's no atmosphere in here in the bottom right. You can see we are at 0 kilopascals of pressure. This is our workspace where we get stuff done. Expanded it to be pretty large. It's a pretty nice spot to. We've got room for activities here. We can do some things and some stuff. We got a little room over here. We have a room to breathe in where we can take off our suit and eat and drink and survive. So we're just getting started. We're off to a decent start. We've got the basic construction stuff done. Today, and yesterday too, the thing we left on was getting the solar panels set up, which it looks like they are not quite working yet. I think they were close, but this is still not oriented right. You can see based on the direction of those solar panels that they're not pointing at the sun. That's not great. Okay, so I think today we're going to be looking to expand a little bit. In particular, what we're looking to do is to get trading going. Trading is pretty necessary for survival out here. And probably just maybe do a little programming, maybe fix some shit. It looks like we're going to start immediately with fixing the solar panels, as they're pointing like the total wrong direction there. That's a little unfortunate. So let's see. Let's start with that. I'm going to turn this guy on. We've got our little, there's a little computer where we can write assembly code. I'm going to tweak this. So I've done this in the past. I remember if you put it flat on the ground and then you add 90 to the horizontal or the vertical, I forget which, it ends up pointing in the correct direction. So I think I might just do that since we're not getting the solar panel working correctly right now. So this program, this is the one we just wrote before I logged off. This is a script that will load variables. It'll load the vertical, load the horizontal of the sun, get the sun's position, and then just assign that to the solar panels to point them in the correct direction at the sun, which it is not currently doing correctly. So what I'm going to try and do is we're going to try and throw a 90 in here. I think it's to vertical. Let's start with that. So I'm going to say add v vertical. After we load the vertical, let's add 90 to it. So we take v vertical, we add 90, and then we store it in v vertical. So we're going to take the vertical angle and then add 90 to it, and that's still going to be v vertical. So this is going to tweak our vertical with 90 more now. Let's see if that does what we need. I'm going to confirm that, and we're going to need to program it. Let's wait a second for the sun to go down. Then we can go out, grab the chip, do that, or we can do that now. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Don't have to wait for that. Got a little shitty little airlock here, nothing fancy. Alright, I'm gonna run over, I'm gonna grab this chip. Let's go program it again. There we go, pump to vacuum, off we go. Alright, I throw you in here, I say export. That's not gonna work, I say export. Now you should be all good to go. Okay, we can turn that off. Save some power. Let's try this real quick. I'm going to save so that we can orient it correctly and then load if we want to and change it. Anyway, let's throw this guy in. That changes the program. Now it's got a plus 90, so that's going to fuck it up until we move this guy. I'm going to try and take this. Just put it on the ground. Like right here is good. And let's see what this does. Okay, so there we go. We changed the orientation on it. We need to reprogram this guy to point to the daylight sensor. There it is. Yes, daylight sensor. Okay, so that should turn it on. These should orient. They look like they are basically pointing the correct direction, but rotated wrong. So I think we need to rotate it. What? It's facing over here. 90 degrees should do it. Okay. Let's try that. Something like that. It was this way. So we do this way. Or is that the wrong way? Does it need to be that way? We'll find out. We can get this right, and then we can orient it. Or sorry, then we can reload the save if I want to be a save scummer. Okay, come on. Are you not plugged in? Oh, you're not plugged in. Whoops. My bad. That goes there, that goes down. Nope, fuck me. This needs to be further over. Okay, how about that? Where's daylight sensor? There it is. Is that gonna work? Are you gonna point the right way? Let's see. Or is this the exact opposite way? Okay, so we need to rotate it that way. Got it. So we got the orientation. Let's go ahead and just load that again. And then we can adjust it. Alright, you go here. You get moved. Like that, is it? Let's try that. Okay, is this gonna work for me? Okay, daylight sensor. Is that gonna orient correctly? Are you guys gonna point the right way? That looks good. Let's go ahead and go to safety real quick since we're out in the hot sun and it is cooking us. Pump the vacuum. There it is. Check on our solar panels. Are they pointed the right way now? Okay, now they're following the sun. So I'm not sure exactly. The daylight sensors are fucky. I guess we could put it straight down like that, add 90 to the vertical, and then it's going to work correctly. I think you can like tweak the mode on it, and that'll make it work. But it's all good. All right, so our air tank's here. We're almost out of air. Our exhaust is almost full. Oh, and we're out of batteries. Let's swap that out before our suit runs out and we die. Okay, that goes there. Let's go ahead and go to our one little safe space that we have, where we have some atmosphere, 20 degrees Celsius, with oxygen. You can see that on the notepad there. But this will allow us to chill and breathe. We can take off our suit. Isn't that nice? And then we can manage stuff. We can fill up with air. We can dump our waste gas into this area, since it's mostly oxygen. That brings the temperature up just a teeny bit, but preserves the oxygen. Okay, and then while we're here, we should be eating and drinking, since those are also low. I was thinking, too, we're running low on resources. We don't have a ton of water left. Like, we're really low on water. We're running low on water. Food's more okay. I'm thinking we want to deliberately starve. We want to bleed out, basically, and then we can drink and heal and then keep bleeding out. But I want to ration resources here as we're running out. So I'm not going to eat or drink. We're just going to chill for a second, get some air, and then go right back out. Okay, now that it is night, night is a good time to go outside and do some farming while it's cold. Okay. I should probably save this as well. I forgot to save this. Let's go edit, and then library, and then save the solar panel script. Update that guy. Turn you off. Alright, so if I remember right, I needed nickel to get fancy alloys so that we could upgrade some stuff. I think my top priority right now is I want to upgrade some mods on the crafting stations. You add mods to them to improve just like what they can do. They work faster, and they also can just like make different recipes. So we want some advanced recipes. In particular, I want to build the cryo chamber so that we can use that to heal. Since we are kind of low life, we've done a lot of damage to our lungs. In the top right, you can see the red lung indicator. If we fuck up and mismanage the suit and take any damage, then we're just gonna die. More importantly, you can hear the dude breathing heavily all the time, and it's gonna drive me fucking insane. So we need to heal, so that'll go away. Which means we need to find nickel and make some fancy stuff. So a couple stacks of nickel would be good. Let's bounce around and see what we can find. We're looking for big red balls. And I haven't seen any so far. I've seen just about everything except nickel. Let's try not to get too distracted by juicy gold. Juicy, 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 juicy. Juicy, juicy gold. I don't want you. Nickel. Is that nickel? Lead. Cobalt. We do need a little cobalt. I'm gonna grab that cobalt. This is a rare resource. Grab it when we see it. We have to be careful too. There's a very non-trivial risk of getting just like completely lost while you're out and about. We have no way of finding our way home. So we don't want to travel too far from home. Kind of keep track of where we live over there by the moon. But it's pretty common. You'll go out, go farming early game, and then just like have no idea how to get home. You just like got disoriented while you were farming a tunnel. So I gotta watch out for that while we're moving a lot, looking for the rare resources. It would be great too. We got the shittiest setup we're ever gonna have. Someday we're gonna have better drills and better suits and the ability to see through the ground and just like see all the nodes. And then even further, we should never farm again. It should just be automatically generated by mining material or mining deep miners, or you can use rockets or late game. But for now, we struggle. Let's get some struggling done. Give me that nickel. And they played with the map. They've changed it's like a hard-coded map now. It's not auto-generated. And they've changed just like where resources are and where the deep mining resources are. They may have changed the resources that are available on the map. I know this Vulcan map has no ices, which are useful for oxygen and water. They might have tweaked it so it has no nickel, or you have to use a deep miner to get nickel. They might be like trying to force trade or something, or there's nickel right there. Okay. Great. So if we can get a few stacks of this, that would be useful. How's the suit? The suit is good. Still got some power, air, water. Or power, air, and room in the tank for exhaust. Everything's good. Just grab as much nickel as we can, head home. I'm so weak. Look, the balls just jiggle. They just jiggle at me. Look at them just jiggling away. We need better tools. These tools suck. That will come with the upgraded crafting stations. This game's super fun. We're still very much in the beginning phases of trying to just like not die, get to a point where things are going to be survivable long term. It takes a long time to get there. It's just like a never-ending series of what's going to kill me next. There are still many remaining what's going to kill me nexts Heat is an issue. Oxygen is an issue. We're almost out of water. We can use the water that we're using in our air conditioner. That's where we're dumping our heat right now. It's into the air conditioner, into that water source. We can drink that, I think. But that's also going to make our air conditioner less effective as we empty that water tank. And that will be a problem there too. That's our only source of cooling. I am a West Coast American. I live in Portland. Alright, I think that's more than enough nickel. It's rare enough that I'm going to grab what we can, but I can also see the sun coming up. We gotta go. Oh, it's hot as fuck already. It's 300 out. We're going to cook our soup. Where do I live? I think over here. I think. Fuck. I did the thing. Remember I said don't get lost? I'm pretty sure I'm over here. Let's go. And yeah, we're out way too long. Sun's coming up. It's getting hot. This is way more stress on the system. Where the fuck do I live? Oh no. Behind this mountain, I hope? Ah, fuck. I'm pretty sure we're toast. I lost my house. I reminded myself not to lose my house, and then I lost my house. Oh, thank fuck. Still far away, though. How we doing? 475 degrees Celsius. Ooh, there's some nickel. It's warm. We're warm right now. It's getting warm outside. As it gets warm, the only way we can cool down is it just empties our air tank. You can see on the right, it's just emptying the oxygen tank into the exhaust as the oxygen gets too hot, and it dumps it, basically. That's the only way we're cooling, and we're flying through resources. This is exactly what we do not want to do. Okay, we've made it. Pumped vacuum. Enter here. How are my solar panels? You tracking the sun? Look at that. That's gorgeous. Good. And then we have more power. These get to fill up faster. That's all good to see. Okay. Let's maybe swap out some batteries or something. Do we even need to? I don't think so. That one's dead. We can do that. Okay, we're good. We're good and we're home. And I should definitely swap this guy out. Alright, let's see. Let's see what to do. A couple things. One, I wanted to make a light. We can make a portable light with a little bit of iron and copper, which is really not very expensive. Right now, our light source is our suit, which is pretty limited little cone here, kind of ugly. It also drains our battery pretty hard. So we're going to make a light. And then we're going to do a little bit of a tricky exploity thing maybe. I don't know if it's an exploit, but we can take this light, we can just dump it or put it in our inventory and leave it on and it will work. So we're just going to be a giant glowing lamp. That's going to make life a lot easier and not drain our suit battery when we're trying to do things and stuff. So let's turn you on, put that in the backpack. Okay, that didn't work. Yes, that didn't work. You are full. Ah, look at that. There we go. Now instead of draining the suit battery to empty, we'll just have this light always working. That's better. Alright, what am I doing? I wanted to make stuff. It is hot out. We needed to make Invar and Constantan, I think. So let's take a look. What does Invar take? Invar is iron and nickel at small-ish, or no, very high pressure and pretty high temperature. So that could be tricky for us. I think we can throw flares. The game starts with flares. I think we can throw the flares in the furnace, and that will create heat and pressure. So we might be able to do that to generate some pressure. But we need a lot of, that's like 18, what is that, 180 atmospheres of pressure to be able to make that happen. It's a lot of pressure. Okay. Nickel and iron. And then what's the other one? Constantan. Constantan is same pressure, even a little higher. Again, high temperature. We'll only get to, right now, the outside environment. The outside air only gets us to like 650-ish Celsius. So we'll have to add more heat. This is copper and nickel. Okay. So let's get that ready. Let's see if we can get a couple of cooks done. I'm going to do... Let's make a little bit more shelving, which is called a locker. Okay, give me a couple of those. Let's kind of get ready. And then we can do a cook there. So I think to do this, we want to use the flares to generate heat. We're probably also going to want to use some like silver to generate heat. I forgot to check. Does nickel make heat? When I cook you, what are you going to do? You're going to do nitrogen. So that's not heat. Pollutant, no. Carbon dioxide, no. So nothing that comes out of this is going to help us generate heat. But when we cook silver or gold, then that's going to let out a bunch of oxidizer, which will combine with the volatiles in the atmosphere. And that will give us what we need to create fuel inside of the furnace, which will immediately ignite and generate heat. So I'm thinking what we want to do for this, our heat source is going to be some gold and some silver maybe. So let's go out and farm a little in the night, and then we can get that done. Okay. So we got these. Let's go ahead and move things a little bit. Say stuff goes over here. I want to kind of preserve this area to like set up smelting, basically. Let's get everything laid out for what we want to cook when, and then we can do it at the right time of day, maybe with a little save scumming. Seems good. Everything's good. Just chilling indoors as long as we are in the vacuum. There's like zero stress on our systems. So this is about as easy as it's going to get. Let's just get rid of these. You can go in here.
Hunger critical.
I'll just put these over here so the ores can go. Just put all the ores over in this guy. Okay, those can go up here. These can go over here. These can go here. Okay. Empty the inventory. Alright, so it was what? Copper and nickel? What was it? Constantan. Copper and nickel, and then iron and nickel. Okay. Let's do maybe like 2 iron. 2. So we're doing stacks here. We've got 50, 100 of both these resources, so the ratio's right. Let's see. Let's make sure these are full. Those are good. Okay. So we'll do that there, and then we need copper. It could also be beneficial to take already smelted copper like this guy. That'll work. Okay, so here's what we're going to cook. That'll be one cook. This will be the other. And then we just need a lot of heat and pressure here, which we should be able to generate. How are you doing, son? Good talk. Alright, what next? Stackers could be good. Moving this could be good. Pretty much need to go out and farm. We're also dying pretty rapidly. I'm going to go ahead and... let's stop dying. That's enough dying for now. We will do what we just did. Empty the suit. Refill on oxygen. Take off the suit. Eat and drink so that we can heal. Got a little bit of food here. And actually, this is a good spot for this light, isn't it? Yeah, let's put that there. Okay, and we can drink this water bottle. And that gives us some water. Let's drink just a tea. This is all we got, dude. That's not good. Ooh. We're gonna have to deal with that soon. But giving a little bit of food and water is enough. So we should see the health go up. Let's see. Good enough for now, I think. Pump to vacuum. In we go. Okay. So we got food, we got water, we got healing. We need to go mining, but we don't want to go outside right now. Solar panels are still tracking the sun. Perfect. That's good to see. And these guys are all full now too. Okay. Let's get a few more batteries maybe. We've only got like 1 or 2 to spare. And we don't even want these. These little batteries suck. Let's just get rid of those. Same thing with I saw one of my filters was dead. Just throw that out into space. Pew! What about a nice battery? What do you need? Gold and steel, it says. Gold. I know I have steel. Do you have steel? Who has steel? You have steel. Alright, give me some batteries. That'll give me like 4 or 5. Okay. Works for me. Oh, it probably makes sense too, now that I think about it. We should swap these out for something that's already smelted and degassed. That'll generate less cold as we cook everything. We could do the same for the nickel even. That's not a bad idea. What does nickel take? Nickel. Nickel. Relatively low temperature. Yeah, we should cook the nickel. Let's turn on the vent to bring in some more hot air. Oh, it's too cold already? Is it too cold? It is too cold. We needed to do that in the midday. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We'll just leave it. So we wait just a few seconds here for the sun to go down. We need to farm some gold and some silver, if we can, would be good. And then we should be able to do a smelt tomorrow. Gotta run ads. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, we're zooming. We got room to zoom. I think that's probably enough, right? How many we got here? Yeah, that's good. So I have this guy completely full. We can fill these up, and then we can swap them into our tools and stuff and things. That one's good. We can swap that out. This one needs a better battery. Doesn't matter. Let's just leave it for now. Doesn't matter at all. Alright, how's my suit stuff? Suit's chilling. We get like no exhaust here. This is just carbon dioxide since we're not having to cool off in a vacuum. Alright. Alright, it is cold enough. Down into the hundreds. We travel. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Mostly gold we need. gonna save real quick too, just in case something funky happens. We're digging. We're digging. Big dig energy. Alright, we got some gold. This might be enough. I don't think we need a ton. A couple stacks might do it. If we could get more, that would be good. 1 or 2 more stacks should be plenty. In fact, we might not want to use it all if we get more than enough. Right now, that's our best resource for generating high heat. That's our only resource, really. Maybe flares. Alright. Let's see. I think this is probably enough of these resources. Gold. What about gold? I'm here for gold. This light sees further. Let's try and use that one while we're mining. 2 lights, double the light. Look at all that light. Some more nickel. Don't need that right now. We maybe need copper? Not terribly. Gold. Gold and silver. Oh, and I don't want to go down too far. We're going to have to fly up a mountain. We have limited propellant still. Want to be somewhat conservative. I just blasted through a bunch of it running home when I got lost. There it is. Give me that gold. Good. I feel like there's never nodes in isolation. There's probably a whole vein of gold running through here somewhere. I doubt we got it all. Maybe not. Where do you think I live? Nearby, I'm sure. Found some silver, too. Oh, silver's better. This is filling up really fast. Let's grab what we can. Here comes the sun. It's time to go. Temperature's climbing. Go, go, go! Alright, there's vacuum. Cool. We're home. We've got mats. Let's get to it. First off, let's see. Let's just throw the gold and the silver just in kind of like the edges here. Is that alright? Wherever. Alright, I'm going to move some resources this direction. It's a little bit of a mess right now. But at least we've got room to store things. Okay, there's all that. How's the suit? The suit is good. Health and everything is good. Okay, we're good there. So it's early in the day. Sun's coming up. Temperature's rising. Batteries are charging. Let's start with, I'm thinking degassing sounds good. So we've got copper nickel at the top. Let's take a look. I'm going to just pause real quick. What are we doing here? We're doing Constantan, which is, this should be the second one, is copper and nickel. And then the first one is the Invar, which is higher, lower pressure, higher temp. Okay. So let's start off with just degassing these. Right now we don't have enough to, I'm going to save just in case, could fuck this up. We don't have enough heat to get things really going. But what we can do, since these things put off bad gas, if we just throw them in right now, we can get this ready as just like reagents that are degassed. All the gas has been removed from them. That's going to make life easier. Oh, I already fucked up. Nice. That's why we save. Accidentally, there was silicon in there, I didn't realize. So that got cooked. Let's try that again. I saved scum a little, but we're not allowed to die. Okay, let's dump that. Don't need to cook you right now. Just chill. Alright, degassing. What was I saying? So we take these, put them in there. That's going to melt, but it's not going to be ready to use. It's just going to create a blob of unusable reagents, but they've been totally degassed, which will make it easier to cook them when we are trying to bring up the temperature as much as possible. You can see the temperature is just like falling. It's really struggling as we're doing all this degassing. That's why we're doing it. Okay. So we've got 100 and 100. Now we can open that. These guys are ready to go. They won't generate cold. So this is the first one we want to run, which probably should be up higher. Okay, so here's the first thing we want to cook. Let's do the same thing now. This is the second one we want to cook. Those are already degassed, but these aren't. Alright, there we go. That's the correct ratios. Here's the second one. Okay. Turn that off for a second and chill. So I think we want to wait just a couple seconds here. We probably don't have to wait long. I think we're already getting to the hot part of the day here. Let's see, if we keep the fan on and that thing open, so we're just pumping outside air through. Also, come to think of it, let's turn this off. Before we do anything, this should be insulated. It's going to be problematic if it's not. Okay. Let me grab some more insulated pipes, please. Insulated pipes, which are steel and silicon. Steel, silicon, go. Then let's go ahead and I'm going to save just in case. This might cause explosions or something. Let's go ahead and take this. First take a look. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's take this out. Okay. You out? You need more silicon? Is that what that is? Go. We're going to change this to insulated so that it's not leaking heat or exchanging heat with the outside, which when we're trying to have a very high temperature at a very high pressure could cause trouble for us. So I'll switch this to insulated. Hopefully be done at the right time here. There's that. Okay, getting close. Okay. Exact same thing, but now it's insulated. Turn you off. It's okay. Alright. I think we're about ready. I'm going to save. Let's go ahead and turn the fan on. This is still open. We should be able to get an idea of the temperature. 600 and something. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to close this now, and it's going to start filling with hot air. We need a lot of hot air, right? Because we need to get up to like 20 megapascals or something. So while it's the peak of the day and the temperature's the highest, we're going to collect a bunch of air here. Let's maybe even get up to like 10 megapascals. This might take an attempt or two to get right, but we saved right before we started, so we can save scum a little if we need to. Let's add a bunch of air. And this is not only filling it with kind of warm air, but the main thing is that this is including volatiles. If we look at it, you can see it is 52% volatiles, which is like combustibles. So when we put in the gold and the silver, that's going to turn into fuel and generate heat and pressure. Let's start with maybe 10, maybe more. We might need a lot of... More is better than not enough, except it might be a little wasteful. I'm gonna go way up. Let's go up to like 15 and go from there and see what happens. If we're lucky, it'll be too much pressure and the furnace will explode, and that will be fun. Alright, let's call this good. So first thing, we're going to run gold through. Just going to run it straight through, because that is going to be ready to go right away. And you can see the temperature should go up, right? Going up, going up. Pressure going up, temperature going up. This might not be enough. We'll see. Okay, it's still combusting, still going up. Pause for a second. What are we looking for? Nickel, copper, past 20. 727. So we're almost there already, I think. I was thinking of maybe doing the Invar first, but that requires a more specific pressure that we're about to blow past. Okay, so let's do... I'm going to throw these through too. We're going to generate a bunch of heat, a bunch of pressure. And it should be enough to do this second set, and then hopefully we can do the first one on the way down, is the idea. Okay, so temperature's hot, pressure's extremely high. Now these should be able to just like go through, right? Yep, you can see Constantan is being produced. So we just shove these through. And we get our rare resource out the other side. Wanted to get some of this and then some Invar if we can. Would be nice. How's that temp? High. Good. I think we'll be okay here. I think we can do all the things. Alright, so all this goes through. And then we have to do this guy. And this is going to be too high pressure. The temperature is good. The pressure's too high. So we're going to get it all in here, all ready to go. And then we can empty air until it's at the right pressure. And hopefully the temperature will still be high enough. I think it will. I think we're good. Alright, how are we doing? Are the ratios right and everything? Got the iron and the nickel. Okay. And we're looking for like 20 megapascals almost exactly. I'm going to do a quick save because we might fuck it up. Let's go in here. We're going to switch the direction to outward. And then we could turn that on. This is going to start emptying. There it is. We'll give that a minute to empty. Let's make it go a little faster. This is a valve that just like open releases into the outside. Okay, so now we're getting close. There's the green light. We open it up. Out goes the Invar. We're all done. We turn that off. We switch this back to normal. Okay, that's big upgrades. Look how strong we are. Wow. Good. So good cook there. That's important resources. We can do mods now, I think. What's the electronic printer mod take? It takes... I didn't even look. Mod. What do you take? Steel, electrum, constantan, solder. So we got constantan in there. Need steel and electrum. Solder. That's these two. Got solder. Got electrum. Where's the steel at? Didn't you have all the steel in there? No, I dumped it into here so I could make the insulated pipes. Okay. That goes there. That goes there. Boom. First mod coming out. Turn that off. Power's looking much better. Look at that. This is the first time in this game that our power has been good. I'm going to swap this out. I'm going to throw this one into space, actually. Let's not keep shitty batteries. They're going to waste time micromanaging. What about other tools? Anything else we want to swap out? Can do this guy. Can do this guy. Okay, these can go to space. Alright, so now all our tools and our everything is onto the large batteries. Probably could do with one or two more large batteries, but this is alright. We're making a mod. That takes a long time, but it's getting done. We still have a lot of heat here, right? This is very slowly losing heat, but it's a lot of heat and a lot of pressure. This is a good chance to just, like, cook some stuff. If we wanted to do more steel, maybe. Is that a thing we can do? I think that is a thing we can do. Let's do some steel real fast. One more thing is steel. So that's 3 stacks of iron and 1 stack of coal. Need the 1 stack of coal. There it is. Just while we got all that heat. I think it like slowly radiates into the vacuum as well. So it's good to use that heat before it goes away. Free steel. Okay, that's something. Other things we want to cook? Silicon's difficult to cook. We can do that. Open that up. It'll go right through. Okay. Let's just get all of this stuff, whatever we might want to use. Just throw it right on through. How you doing? You done yet? Nope. Halfway. Any more mats? I don't know if we want to do the nickel. I guess we could. Definitely don't want to do cobalt. It'll just disappear if we don't put it into a recipe. Goes away. Goes bye-bye. Okay, so there's just a bunch more resources. That's good. We'll throw the steel in or whatever. Okay, 29% HP. I'm gonna die pretty quick here. It's time to do the resource rationing. Let's see. We poop. We fill up on air. Temperature is 29°C. Let's cool it off a little. You're going to dump that heat into the water tank in there. 27, 26.
Health critical.
Alright, I need some water or I'm going to die. I'm going to drink a bit. And then I'm going to eat a bit. I'm gonna eat the whole bar. I'm hungry. Oh, it's delicious. 19°C. That's low enough. We'll turn that off. Okay, we got food. We got water. We're breathing heavily. It's gonna drive me insane slowly. Let's go ahead and...
Health low.
Oh, we're getting the sad debuff too. Ah, shit. Okay, give me... We'll craft one thing. Boom, look at this. We got a mod. We throw on a screwdriver, and then we can upgrade our first thing into a better thing. This gives us all the recipes for more advanced stuff. In particular, it gives us mods. We need all of the mods are useful. I want a pipe bender mod right now. We'll start with that. So let's get the pipe bender mod crafting. I will change that to make sure we don't lose or don't make multiples. And we need to go hang out. So the debuffs we've got here, the little shower debuff. Hygiene decreasing, mood bad. This is the debuff you get from being in shitty conditions. So being in a suit all the time, and it'll make your resources run down faster. It'll make your food and water go down faster. So to fix that, we just take off the suit and literally just stand. We just chill for a minute. Hanging out for 1 or 2 minutes in here is going to be all we need. We've still got really high quality food, 3-star, so we don't need to do this too much. When we start growing potatoes are like 1-star, so you have to almost be out of your suit most of the time, or you start running into issues. Anyway, we chill. I'm going to run the ads as well, so those are about to pop up. It's almost time to fix the breathy boy. He's too breathy. Fucking loves breathing. Listen to him go. Wonder how we got volatiles in here. And pollution. Alright, mood's still increasing. I'm watching and lurking, but you will never persuade me to purchase the game. Are you trying to bait me into persuading you to spend your money that way? You should invest all of your money into Widgety coin. It's the next big thing, Widgety coin. That's what I think. How's the mood? Mood is increasing. Current mood's still mediocre. Okay, so we're just chilling for a minute. We still need to get the mood buff up a little bit. I wonder if that got worse as we took damage. Maybe rationing the water is actually making it drink water faster. Unexpectedly. Also, notice the air pressure here. We're up to 70 kilopascals. We don't want to break 100. That's about 1 atmosphere. And 32% carbon dioxide now. There's a lot of exhaled carbon dioxide in here. That's starting to pile up in a bad way. So we need to watch out for that. If it gets bad enough, then we just kind of like die here. This is our one safe space, and maybe not for long. Okay, I'm gonna drink a teeny bit more water. Buffs are finally gone. Head back out. Here we are. We got our mod. Okay, what's next? What else? Mod. We got the pipe bender's good tool. It's a good one. We're gonna need all of them right now if we can. Alright, so you go here, and now you can do the cryo tube, which we need gold, copper, steel, silver. Silver, gold, copper. I think all of the steel is in here. 279 steel. That's a lot of steel. Alright, I will wait for this to finish. What does this need? Gold, copper. Oh, that. No, I don't want that at all. Okay, what else? What's the next mod we want to do? Got tool, got pipe, got electronic, autolathe. It's the last one. You got everything you need for autolathe? You do. Cool. So we can get all the upgrades done for the buildings. Or the construction jiggies. And then can get a heal too. Get this breathy boy to stop breathing so much. What, big brother Steve? I hope your kitty is beautiful. Also, it is getting dark. We might want to go out and farm a little bit more. This is our time to go outside and do things. Are there any outside things? Oh wait, no, it's getting light. Sun's coming up. Definitely want to stay inside. Spent a whole day just standing indoors healing, I think. All good. What about you? How do you work? Needs a satellite dish. Needs a landing pad. We need to get trading going. Alright, so let's empty this real fast. Can do the upgrade. Good. Close that. Steel goes here. Get that cryo tube out. Okay, then what do we need for a cryo tube? Just like one passive vent. And a teeny bit of insulated pipe. And some cables, which we have. Good. Passive. Teeny bit of iron. It's almost healing time. We can rest the breathy boy. Make him stop breathing. Too fucking breathy, dude. Get some better tools as well. So this will craft not only the better tools, it'll give us the... it's like a welder. Would be nice. Could we do this? Oh shit, we can. Fuck yeah, dude. So we can get a better welder and stop using the welder that dumps gas into the environment. We have a limited supply of fuel to even weld with. So that's going to run out eventually. If we take a look at that, it's got a... only 491 kilopascals left, not a ton of fuel left. So anyway, that's not going to work forever. And more importantly, or I mean, I guess that is important. You'd be fucked if you can't weld anymore. But it's also like dumps fuel. It dumps gases. So that's been causing explosions as we're trying to do stuff. Whoops, forgot to make a passive vent. Let's get one of those. Could return this over to here. And I wanted to do this mod, right? Steel, electrum, solder. What do you need? Constantan, electrum. Do those roll away? Of course. Alright, give me one auto lathe printer mod. Okay. You can get emptied. Turn that off. Turn that off. You keep going. Okay, let's go get healed. So we go into our area where we can breathe and stuff. I'm going to take off the suit. Going to do a cryo chamber. Let's do one right like this. Call that good. Alright, what do you need? How do I fix you? Do you need a screwdriver? A welding torch and 2 plastic sheets. Okay. I was just talking about this. The welding torch is a little problematic right now. So, we're not going to weld right now. Not here. Let's first make a better welding torch. You done yet? 58? Almost. You all ready to make the torch? Steel, electrum, invar, solder. Okay. I don't think I've used any invar. Where's the invar? Did it all just roll away? No, it's all in here, I remember. I have used it.
Hydration critical.
It's so slow. It's so slow because it's supposed to be, and it takes a ton of electricity. Okay, there it is. Is this the wrong one? Oh, it needs to be repaired? Interesting. Cool. So I need electronic parts. How many? 2 electronic parts? Electronic parts is iron, gold, copper. Gold, copper, iron. Okay. Give me 2 of those. And we're done. Okay, so repair that, and then upgrade it. There it is. 1 extra part. Whoops. I needed plastic sheets, I remember. 50 is more than enough. I think I need glass, if I recall correctly. Okay, and then we should be able to do the crafting of this guy, steel invar. Where's my invar? Did it roll away again? I know I made a shitload of invar, and I know we did not use it. Constant tan, constant tan. Where invar? Ah. Okay, there we go. So getting a better welder out. We can use that to do the welding. What about tools? The biggest thing we need by far is a mining drill. This heavy mining drill is the best one. It looks like we've already got everything that we need to make it. Perfect. Mining belt. Oh yeah, all the tools are good too. We should get a belt, would be useful. Alright, make one of those, and I'll come back later. Let's go ahead and go over here, throw a battery in this. And now we can deal with the breathy boy. Alright, breathy boy. Let's get you fixed up, my friend. Screwdriver, glass sheet. I knew it. Glass sheet, screwdriver. Where's my screwdriver? I fucking lost my screwdriver. Oh my god, I threw it on the ground, didn't I? This game is hard. You have to remember where you put your things, and I do not. Where's that fucking screwdriver? Come on. Is it in here? No. Alright, we put the battery into the better drill. The old drill is now garbage. Screw. Give me a Mach 2 screwdriver. The fancy screwdriver. Fuck yeah, dude. I got the drill. I wanted to do a mining belt. Okay. There we go. New screwdriver. That'll work. Alright, so we're swapping out the mining belt. That goes in there. That goes in there. Old one gets thrown into space because it's garbage. This one's just got a lot more space. Alright. We good? I got a screwdriver and glass. Can I fix the breathy boy? Okay. There's our cryo tube. What about air? Where does the air go? I only brought 3 of these. I hope that's enough. It might not be. Let's see. Can I do it through the wall? I'm pretty sure I can. Might need to deconstruct first, actually. Oh, there it is. Come on now. Good. Goes that way, and then it goes... There it is. I think it's perfect. There it is. Okay. So we have insulated pipes that just go into a passive vent. So for this thing to work, it needs to be the correct temperature with the correct air and power as well. All of which we now have. Just this room alone is required. I mean, that's the whole point of this room, is to put us at a safe living condition, safe temperature and everything. So this room is already all we need. We just plug the air into it with the passive vent there, and then give it a little electricity. Okay, and now we should be able to use this guy. Alright, here we go. Need to drink a little first. Drink a little first. Drink a little first. You drink a little first. You're all empty. It's getting sketchy. Alright. We have 1 thing of water left. What's your problem? What's your fucking problem, dude? Do you have like an input and an output? I think I need 2 more of the vent guys. See the one on the left side? Okay, and I think this is actually kind of in the way. Can I pull you apart a bit? What do I need to do? Cannot enter device while wearing jumpsuit orange. Really? I have to take off my jumpsuit too? You're gonna make me get naked? It makes me feel funny. I don't like when people make me get naked, but I suppose job interview is a job interview. Alright. Okay, we have to put our suit back on. We need to go get a couple more insulated tiles. Or insulated pipes. I think even just like 2 would do it. Alright, you get turned on. I don't think we have spare pipes, do we? No, we do not. I want to make sure they're insulated just in case. If there's any heat exchange, that would be super bad. We pretty much want to use insulated pipes all the time on this map. If there's ever heat exchange. So bad. Alright, you get opened. Dump all that. I really need a splitter so we can break up our alloys. Not be carrying around 200 steel at a time. Alright, let's do 3 to be safe. 2, 3. Oh yeah, that's much easier. Okay. So I think it's like input and output here, and it can all just be the same thing. There we go. Now will you work, maybe? Maybe. No? Why not? Did I plug you in wrong? Is it because I have to be inside? What's it say? Oh, does it need like a liquid now or something? I saw some sort of message there. Conditions not met, sure, but like, come on, show me what's wrong. What's going on here? Ah, cryogenic liquid volume must be above 10 liters. Liquid is not pure liquid nitrogen. Interesting. All right, well, fuck me. We're breathy boy for a while then. Uh, damn. So this is a new mechanic. That's kind of fun. You need to, for this thing to actually work, it needs to have liquid nitrogen. It used to just need like power and then you're good. But we need to have a liquid nitrogen plugged into this, which we're not going to have for a long time. That's pretty okay. We can learn to make that work. I think that all that really means is that, I mean, we're not going to be able to do that for a while. We need to have a big cooling capacity to be able to do that, and then we can cool some nitrogen. But we can trade for a Healy thing, and then just like buy a heal, and that'll put us in an okay spot. So that's just more incentive to get trading going. We're not going to be able to get rid of the breathy boy thing, and we're right on the edge of death. If we mess up at all, we're just gonna die. So we'll see. Just be careful and save scum a little. Alright, well that's fine. I'll just leave that there for now. We might want to pull it apart to save room since we have limited space, but I think I'm okay. I'm going to shut you. We're going to pump to vacuum, not lose that oxygen. Okay, and out we go. Alright, what else? I want to turn my suit temp down. What's our suit temp? Let's do 22. Target 19. Target 20. 20 is okay. Okay, let's see. So it's night. We could do some farming with our fancy new tool. I'm gonna save just in case. What do I need for resources? I mean, kind of everything. But is there anything I want to construct right now? No bathroom. You pee in the suit. Look at that. Look at it go. That is a lot faster. It's a good upgrade. Just grabbing stuff for steel, I guess. That's something to do. Basically just farming while we can. What do we need? What are we doing? Ooh, it's so much better at farming gold. Look at it go. Easy gold. Alright, we've basically filled our bags. Let's see. What do I want to do? I want to make trade. We need trade super bad. Need trade. We could probably do with upgrading our equipment a little bit more as well, now that we have the stations for it. Pump to vacuum. We are home. Let's see. Can move these as well. It's not a bad idea, but also not a huge priority. Maybe it is. Maybe I want to move these right now. I want these to be over there, so that they're not quite in the way. Let's see. First thing, let's try and get a better tool belt, perhaps. tool belt Mach 2 is iron and Constantan. Constantan, iron. Give me one tool belt, level 2. I don't need a basketball. What else do we want from here? Cool Kid glasses are pretty cool. Steel silicon in Canal we don't have. Turn that off.
Hunger caution.
Let's see. We can upgrade like the welders and stuff. I don't think that does anything. I don't know if you even need to do that. Oh, I know something we could use. My suit has 60% left on the last filter for carbon dioxide. When that runs out, we start dying. That's a good thing to fix. Alright, I'm going to move all supplies into this new tool belt. And this new tool belt is bigger. There it is. So we get a few extra slots. You go to space, you go here, you go here, you go here. Alright, that's more inventory space. That's good. Let's move these real quick. That shouldn't take long at all. And then let's get rid of the things that we don't need as well. You can go here, you can go here, you can go here, and grind. Okay, start with that. Hand drill. Screwdriver, angle grinder. So we're just building backwards here, collecting all our resources back. We can get 100% of the resources back. You just move stuff around at any time. What else do we need? Wire cutters. Okay. There's that. What else? Angle grinder one last time. Alright, and a wrench. Explode with materials. Alright, there we go. We pulled them all apart. Let's move them. Let's see. I'll probably extend this room out here a bit. So let's maybe do construction over this direction. How about right here? So that is the electric one. Where's my auto lathe? Auto lathe can go here. Let's give him a little room. Is that enough? It's probably more than enough. Pipe bender. Okay. And then the tool manufacturer, we're going to use very, very rarely. I'm just going to shove it over in this corner. Yeah, that's okay. Doesn't need to be fancy. That's facing the wrong way. Okay. Is that in the wall? That is. That's annoying. Don't be in the wall. Be right there. Good enough. Okay, so this gives us room for everything. I kind of want to move this guy. We don't have a ton of room, though. Nah, I'll call it good. This is fine. Alright, what next? I need the weld, right? So all 4 of those. Then we need the wires. Then we need the plastic. What else do you need? Wire cutter, welding torch. Okay. There's all that. Then we get some screwdriver. Just gonna finish that. And we can finish them with the upgrades. Okay. Just getting these out of the way, making space. I want to have trading stuff over here a little bit. We'll get rid of that furnace eventually, too. But for now, this is good. You can plug straight into the power line here. Just using this for everything currently. And then, if I remember right, these are supposed to be out a little ways like this. So that we can add stackers. That should be up next, I think. Just get some stackers. Make life easier. Alright, these guys are all hooked in. All upgraded. Looking good. You work? Can I turn you on? Yes. Alright, stackers. That's auto lathe. With iron and copper. Iron. Copper. That's enough to make 4. We need 3. Alright, he's out of water. He's getting unhappy again. Which is going to make the food run down faster. And then he's going to start dying. Which is not my favorite. What's the orientation here? There it is. Okay.
Health low.
I think it's just like this we want to do. Yeah. Cool. Okay. There's that. You can get rid of this stacker for now. Now we need a chutes. Oh, we have some chutes. I remember. I didn't use them. Chutes. Okay. Good. We got stackers now, except we don't. Let's plug them in. Okay. And then it needs to be configured. Let's do 50. Stacks to 50. Okay, so now when we craft stuff, instead of just like dumping tons and tons and tons of sheets, it's going to try and stack them to 50 before it lets anything go. So it'll just provide nicely stacked stuff. That's also useful, excuse me, weird burps. That's also useful for all of the ore that we've been dealing with. It's just been like stacked in obnoxious ways. I keep having to empty everything. With these stackers, we can just throw everything into the one spot, and then we can empty it, and it's going to come out in stacks of 50, which will be much easier to manage. We can stop emptying things all the time. Ideally, you never want to empty these. If you need a resource, you add more. You don't go cannibalize other things. You're going to need infinite resources everywhere, so you don't want to waste all your time micromanaging very small amounts, if that makes sense. Alright, our light is off. Let's get that fixed. These are already 50. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay, select that. Come on. Come on. Yeah! Yeah! Let me click you. Why can't I click you? Dice, please. Unclickable. Literally unplayable. Game is fuck. $50 HP, dying fast. Oof. Things are getting sketchy. Alright, I think if I loaded this, I was missing like one silicon. Oh, I kicked it. Come on. Come on. Got him. Boss fight over. Alright, now I can open this, and it's all going to, or I do this. It's all going to start coming out in stacks of 50. I will stand in the way to stop the rolling. Okay, that's better. Look at him go. Look at all those beautiful stacks of 50. And dump out the last one. 42, you go in there. Okay, so now we have better stacks. All clustered up in a not great spot. What next? What are we doing? I am slowly dying. I need food and water, and my dude's very unhappy. So that's a thing we can do. Alright, I'm going to do that and then think about what comes next. We're chilling. Alright, that's the last of the cereal bars.
Hunger caution.
It's the last of the cereal bars. And we're near the end of the last of the water. I'm gonna drink this to like 50%. Do we have any other water? Ooh, I think we have 50% left. So we're really gonna need to start drinking our coolant, or we're gonna just die. And we really need to start trading. Trading would be useful. More water would help. More air would help. Empty the gas tank here, or the exhaust tank. Fill up on air. Air is getting pretty low too. We're only getting 2,800 kilopascals now. That's not much time. That's probably like 5 minutes outside, maybe 10 minutes outside. Enough for now, but not great. Alright, we're chilling. The mood's improving. Let's see, what next? Trade. Trade. I should just beeline for trade. We need a 5x5 platform outside with a trading thing on it. We need a vending machine. We need a satellite dish. And then we might need to do some assembly programming to get the satellite dish all wired up so that we can manually control the power and the angle using dials and inputs that are inside of our base instead of having to go outside and twist buttons, which is not good. Not good when it's hot and heat's the problem. Alright, I'm going to stand in the corner for a minute. I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm going to run ads. Back in 1 second. I've returned. The kitty is fed. The kitty is fed. The kitty is beautiful. Praise be kitty. The kitty is a generous god. Alright, back out. What are we doing? All the things I said. Steel can go here. Let's go ahead and make a bunch of steel frames. And these are immediately going to start stacking into 50 and save us 50 clicks. We need a few things here. We're going to need a big battery. Battery large, I don't think we can do, not without stellite. We can just do a battery. Gold, copper, steel. Okay. Copper, gold, silver, steel. Let's get at least one big battery. One big transformer. Then we need wires. Thought process here is when we start running trading stuff, the satellite dish actually uses a huge amount of power when it's trying to reach any trader. So we're probably going to need more battery power than we have. It'd also be nice to have more than just like one large battery. They're running our whole base at night. So this is like a base battery we're creating. We're going to tweak our power system and have one big heavy watt line that has like our main line of power, which will be backed up by this big battery. And then that's going to feed all the systems of our construction here, of our base. So that's a pretty easy thing to modify. And that will give us a lot deeper well of power to use, which is not only useful when we're doing crafting like now, but also will be useful during the trading. I don't know if we'll be able to trade without it, especially if we want to do like a medium satellite. So let's get a battery out. That's one thing to do. Along with the battery, stop that, we're going to need a transformer, a large transformer, which takes just a little bit of electrum. So we want to set this up so that the transformer will be first in line to be used. So when we're generating power, it's going to use the transformer. But then if it is nighttime and there's no power being generated and the transformer is dead, the battery will kick in and start supplying power to the base. That's the dream here. So let's get those couple things up and running. What else do we need? We need a vending machine, which is steel, electrum, solder, gold. I don't think we have enough solder. We're running low on solder. Oh no, we're good. Let's say steel, electrum, solder, gold. Okay. Got a transformer, got a battery, got a vending machine. And for trading, we're going to need a satellite dish. If we go to medium, that would be nice, and it looks like we can. Let's do that. 1 gram. There it is. A little more steel. Now's a good time to go outside and do some construction. Let's get this one last thing constructing first. Okay. Got to do it like this. This is okay. We just need it anywhere for now. This'll work. Just need to throw it down. How are you doing? Are you quick construction? No, you're slow as fuck. Okay, I will let you do your thing. Let's go outside and get a little work done while it's dark. Ah, fuck, here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, so let's say this is the main power line. It's going to come this way. It's going to go to the battery here. It's going to go this way. Which is in, which is out. Okay, this is in, that's out. Let's do that, and then we'll have a transformer here. Okay, that can be turned on. We max this transformer to move as much power through as it needs. This needs steel to finish construction. It's getting light out. Now's a good time to go hide. And that's going to need the heavy watt wire. Cable. Give me a bunch of these. We're going to need a bunch of this. We have to replace the solar panel cables. And then this is going to be the one, like our main line that feeds our whole base, which only needs to extend to here currently. So we're going to need probably 50 cables or so. Looks like it's about exactly what we're making. Let's add just a teeny more gold if we can. I don't know if we can. This is still, it's not very hot. It's getting hotter now that it's cooking some gold. That's not hot enough to do much with, so I'm thinking, all right, you go here. You go here. Did you make the things? Are you done? Give me all those. Good. Now I need a bunch of steel plates. Just boring old steel plates. Steel. Give me a bunch of steel plates. What do you need? Plastic. Alright, vending machine. Boom. We're killing it. Okay, that's plugged in. It also needs to have the logic. Okay. So this is how we interact with vendors. We put stuff we want to sell inside of here. And then when we buy things, they will appear here for us to be able to spit out. So that's what we're doing here. So this is part of the puzzle. Keep it off for now. Works if we turn on, right? Yeah. Nothing to vend. No problem. Okay. Why'd you stop? You ran out of power? No. Did I click on you? No. You disobedient fuck. Alright. Oh, I found my screwdriver. To space, I've replaced you. I have a new screwdriver that I love more. How's the sun? Bright. Oh, we got a baby moon. What up, baby moon? Alright. So I'm thinking we want to start with either a 5x5 or a 7x7. I think 5x5 is going to be enough. So for landing platforms, there's different landing platforms. You can have like a 3x3 landing platform, which is the smallest, and that'll allow you to have some vendors. You can have a 5x5, it's the next step up. You can have a 7x7. Each of these is bigger ones that requires a bigger satellite dish and more power and more difficult to do. Or like difficult to contact and bring in. And then you can get up to like a 9x9 with like a huge runway and like you need to prepare a giant room that you can close and put oxygen in. That's for like end game stuff that I've not even reached that point. That'd be fun to play with though. For now, we want to just do like a 5x5 should be okay. That should get us the medium lower tier vendors that we need. And that'll be a relatively small amount of time and effort. I don't think we can afford to do big stuff yet. But we can get that going. And then start working on calling in vendors. Alright, let's see. That's a lot of stuff. What are we going to need? We're going to need like 50 of these. Almost done. And then we need to have the trade landing pad. What's it called? There's some sort of landing thing. Can't remember what it's called. It's not an egg carton. Is it you? Landing pad basic. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I need a bunch of these. What did you make? Cables. I need cables. Okay, you're done. Let's turn that off. Turn these off to save power. That's full. That's good. These can go in here. That can go in here too. Okay. Now we need to go outside and do some crafting. Today, or right now, is absolute midday. It's like the worst time to go out. Should we try and construct more or something? Do we have anything to smelt? Not really. Nothing to do. I can cook 2 gold. Wow. Progress. Boop. 2% water, 50% health. It's gonna start getting unhappy again. Let's go manage this dude. Before we even do trading, I think we might need to do... we need to start drinking our coolant, unfortunately. We're gonna need to start drinking our water. Because I am about to finish off our water supply. I'm gonna leave the teeniest bit. It's got 4%. That might save our ass someday, but I don't think so. Alright, I'm chilling. We're dancing. We got head wobble on the bottom right. He's got a wicked head wobble. He's fucking feeling himself. You're feeling yourself too hard, dude. You're gonna get brain damage if you're not careful. He doesn't care. He's not listening. Okay. Let's take a look at water stuff real quick. What's that going to be? We need a water bottle filler. One of these. Iron, copper, silicon. Okay, we're going to need a... I think it's... What's it called? It's like pipe kit, I think. Kit. Pipe. Kit. Pipe. Here we go. Insulated pipe utility. This is the one. Steel. We out of steel yet? I wouldn't be surprised. I've been using lots of steel. Alright, we're gonna need to farm a little more steel, I think. Oh, I saw it. I saw steel. Nope, that's silver. That's steel. Ah, I got it. Alright, I think we only need... Wait a minute, that's wrong. I need a liquid utility. Insulated pipe liquid. Okay. So get one of these. Do we have... Got some of these. Just need a couple. Make a couple more pipes. And I'm just gonna put this on the outside. Let's do... That's fine. Is that upside down? Yeah. Whatever, dude. Okay. Excuse me, that's probably enough of that. Is this good? Does that work? Do I need more? I need more insulated utility things. First off, let's even see. Is this the right one? No, this is just making balls. This is like little storage, basically, I think. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the thingy-jiggy that will let us plug in a water container. It's like a water canister receiver jiggy. I thought it was a kit. I was pretty sure it was a kit. Let's see. It's been... I haven't played this game in a while. I gotta remember. Drinking fountain, no. Liquid tank, no. Pretty sure it's this one. Let's make one more of these. But let's keep looking too. Oh, I forgot. I need one of these super bad. That's a good catch. Give me a carbon dioxide filter. Can we do a good one now? Invarstellite? Nope. Let's do carbon medium if we can. Medium is silver and constantan. Constantan, silver. Give me one or two of these. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Does this work now? No? Not at all? These are just inline tanks. I don't want a tank. I want a receptacle jiggy. A water receptacle jiggy. Anyone know? Who knows how to play this game? It's in here somewhere. I'm sure about that. Not a tank. Not these, although these feel like they're it. Not a heat exchanger. Not an analyzer. I'm just gonna die while I can't find the thing to get my water unloaded. This? Pipe utility? No, no. I made the insulated pipe utility and that wasn't it. Okay, we have to have passed it, but I'm not seeing it. Is it a mount?
Power low.
No. Oh, I didn't know they have labelers. That's neat. I just can't remember. I might have to Google it. Oh, I forgot. We can make smart canisters now, too. These are better. Those hold a lot more. It's not a radiator. It's not a valve. It's one of the fucking kits, dude. I know it. They're all kits, apparently. Sup, goat? I'm dying. I'm dying slowly over the course of 80 years, if I'm lucky. It's not you. What are you? You are a insulated pipe utility liquid. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm just gonna Google this. We gotta Google it. I'm confused. I'm easily confused. And we're burning pretty critical time. Does ChatGPT know? Excuse me, ChatGPT, are you sentient yet? Are you sentient? Thinking longer for a better answer. It's working on it. No. Okay. That's a lie. That's what a sentient AI would say to mislead me and take over the world while I'm not looking. In Stationeers, what item is used to create a water tank, water canister receptacle? Do you know these things, ChatGPT? Empty. Liquid canister empty. It says. I don't believe you. Liquid canister. That's not true. You lied to me, ChatGPT. Wrong. Just looking again. Liquid utility kit. That's what I thought. Liquid pipe utilities kit. Is the insulated one not do it? Pipe utility liquid. Utility. It might just be like this one. It might be that the insulated one doesn't work. Which shouldn't matter if it's sitting in a vacuum. Let's see. I'm gonna make 2 of these. Do you work? Yeah, you do. Oh, fuck me, dude. Alright. Okay, all good. This is what we're looking for. This will work. So we do this guy, goes here. And that is the wrong kind of pipe. I need insulated liquid pipe. You can go here. Liquid. Insulated liquid pipe. We just need like 2 of these. A 1. And 2. That's going to be enough to start. Turn that off. Turn that off. Alright. And it's nighttime, so we should go outside soon. Let's get these guys plugged in. Just doing it all on the same network right now. Gonna need to split this up into a couple circuits someday, but right now we're just trying to survive. Alright, so now we can put our water canister here, and that's going to add water to the system, which we can use to load some water bottles. So I'm going to do that right now. No, I'm not. Let's go construct outside, and then we'll do that in a minute when we need to drink to stay alive. So this is drinking our coolant, which is not my favorite, but it will keep us from dying, which is my favorite. Alright, we're looking to make a 5x5. I definitely want some space. Just leave all of this and call it good. And then just do like right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill it in. Storm time. Storm's good. I'm gonna save in case I get shoved off into oblivion. But this keeps the temperature down, actually. We can stay outside and work as long as it's storming. It's kind of like a gift. It is gonna damage our solar panels, though. I need to fix those. Gotta remember to do that. Okay, here's our 5x5. Time to fill it in. Are we on ads? We get ads? Not for a bit. Snoozed him as hard as I could. Nice progress. Can leave these as single for now. Just need to walk on them. Shut you. Get rid of the air. Alright. We're chilling. We're dancing. Alright, what else do we need? Did everything die? Is everything offline? No, we're good. I'm gonna need this duct tape. I think we're gonna need one more duct tape. Can you give me like a fancy duct tape? Or actually, this is the wrong one. Duct tape comes from the tool guy. Show me the duct tape. Can we do model 2 duct tape? Fancy duct tape. Holy. We are fancy duct tape boys. Okay. Turn that off. Alright, what else do we need? The landing pads, right? Basic landing pads. This one needs steel. 5 steel per landing pad. We need 25 landing pads. So we need lots of steel. A lot more steel than we have. We need to make a thing of steel. Okay. How are power things? Pretty sure we absolutely drained our welder. This thing flies through power. Yep, almost dead. Let's plug that one in. Still need to finish our power out there. Which I think is just, let's take a look. What does the battery take? Station battery. You take the battery kit. Does it tell me what I need? Steel sheets and a screwdriver. I got those. Okay, do we have enough of the heavy cord? 20 heavy cord is not going to be enough. Let's do cable. Give me a bunch of cable. That's going to put us closer to 50. That'll do. Okay. What about a nice staircase? Can I get some stairs? Do I need stairs? Give me like 2 stairs, just in case my propellant runs out. Save some power. You can work forever. What's this? Landing pad basic. Ooh, okay. Alright. Is the storm over? Nope. Now's a good time to go out then. I'm gonna save just in case. What's the temp? 82. Ooh, 82. That is very cold. Like to see that. Alright, let's get one of those. And then I was thinking we want one here. Like, just in case. Okay. So I can walk in my base. Time like this, actually, that's very useful. Instead of getting blown away, we can actually walk home. Then let's finish this guy. What do you want, a welder, probably? Right. Welder. Screwdriver. Okay, let's get some power. Alright. So, how does this work? Power's gonna come in. Power's gonna come. God damn it. It's a good thing I just dealt with this. Come on, motherfucker. There we go. Power's gonna come in from the solar panels. It's going to try and hit the transformer first. So that's gonna be. It's almost like a river, where just like the first branch, the first chance it gets to run down a channel, it's gonna do that. So if the transformer is first in line, then these solar panels are going to target this transformer first. And then if they, if that is not taking all the power, then it will go to the battery. So first in line is transformer. We'll try and prioritize using the transformer to power our base. And if that doesn't work, it'll go to backup battery power. And this should be a good setup for us. For now, we can just kind of run the power through the ceiling, I believe. There we go. That's okay. Alright. What else? You go in here. Okay, I can get chopped off. You need to get turned on, right? You got a button? Where's your button? On the side? There's a battery button somewhere, I think. At least there used to. There it is. Little red button there. Might be unreachable currently. Come on. I don't want to jump. Alright. Whatever, dude. Let's keep the keep doing these power cables. Let's go up. Okay. So that's gonna run to the solar panels. And then we'll have the power out coming this way. Don't really need this. I mean, actually, we kind of do need this. The sooner we get this, the sooner we have more battery power for the base, which is useful. Alright, pump to vacuum. Let myself back in the house. Throw away the tools that I don't need right now. Running out of power in a bad way. Should be okay. Got these done. And then we can turn this off. Alright, how we doing? We're out of water. We're dying. That's not great. Okay. Water time. First, I'm just gonna drink this teeny thing of water. Drink. There. At least we're not dying anymore for a moment. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do like 6 of these. Okay. And let's cool this off a little more. 19. Colder the better. 18. It's all just dumping it into here. Temperature's going up slowly. 307K. That's getting pretty warm. Alright. Now we take this guy, put it in our inventory so it doesn't exchange heat. Not lose oxygen. Okay. These guys go here. This gets turned on. It's not working. Why not working? Because you have no water. Yep. Okay. So now we're pulling it out of here. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. It's got 2 liters? Oh, I thought it was like 1 liter per water bottle. Didn't I have like 12 liters? You're telling me that each of these is 5 liters of water. Are you fucking with me, game? I think you're fucking with me, game. Oh my. Okay. That's bad. That's really bad. I'm just gonna leave this. That's like amazingly bad. We need to trade immediately or we're gonna die. Alright. I'm gonna fill up on food and water. Maybe chill without the suit on for a moment. We gotta get that trading going. Super sketchy. I still am very much in a place where we might be dying here sooner than later. This is a hard game. And the start here is pretty good, but maybe I didn't beeline for the resources we needed quickly enough. Alright, let's fill up on everything. Stats are good. I'm gonna chill here for a second. Sip of water. Alright. I think it's getting dark. Now's the time to go out. We need a bunch of steel. And then we can finish our trade platform. I also need to finish the electrical. Okay. Oh, it's the middle of the day. Ah, fuck me. Okay. Hello, kitty cat. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Alright. So we need to go outside to do a little farming, I think. Or we might be able to do some cable management here. Can we start working on getting these cables running correctly? Let's see. So we got power here, right? This is our main power source. Can I bring this out this way? Just gonna run it on the roof. Okay. So this will be our main power supply, which will run this way. That's gonna run into here. Once that happens, that is basically everything we need to start using that new grid of power. So not much needed here. I think we're gonna need a few more cables. Need gold for that. Do we have any gold? Did I put the gold somewhere? Need to farm gold. Damn. Alright, we just need to burn a couple minutes, I think. I'm gonna take off this suit. Just chill for a second. We're just gonna hang out for like 2 minutes. It's a good time to run ads. Maybe eat some delicious Thai food. I'm not eating enough food today. Giddy is so good. I love that guy. It's my favorite human. Wop. Love the wubs. Wub is my favorite noise. This song's got some good wubs. Wub. This is technically content. You are watching this, unless you're not, which is most people, actually. Most people aren't watching this currently. Alright, it's getting dark yet. Can I go outside? I got no patience. You are watching this? Nice. Me too. I love this game. I hope you are enjoying. Alright. Can I go outside? No, not you. I love you. Keep licking that butthole. We don't get to go out till tomorrow. Alright, it's getting dark. It's getting... Ooh, it's still extremely hot outside.
Temperature critical.
Why are you dying? Temperature high, temperature critical. I think I might have just killed myself.
Cognition low.
I just killed myself. Why? Oh, air is on, or AC is off. I must have misclicked. Alright. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Where were we? Where's the last autosave? 2 minutes ago. That works for me. Where were we 2 minutes ago? Right here. Okay, that's right where we left off. You need to be on. AC got clicked off somehow. I'm sure it was a misclick of mine. My bad. But yeah, notice even like a single moment of not running the AC or keeping this guy in ideal conditions. That's all it took. Like 2 seconds of fire and he's dead. We're like right on the edge of dying here. Super sketchy. So it goes. Alright, it was 400 degrees. 400 degrees is really hot. I imagine it's worth waiting until it's not 400 degrees, considering that's a whole 60 seconds or so. I like the big smiley face on the ceiling. Look at that big smiley face. It's just a shadow, but it looks like a smiley face. Nice. Alright, we need steel and we need gold. Oh, I forgot we have, we have so much steel and gold on us. Whoops. Forgot I already did the farming thing. Okay, well, let's empty this. I love that effect on the sun. The sun looks super cool. It's not technically the sun. That's technically a different sun. Or something. I don't even know what that is. Maybe it's just a big explosion. Isn't that kind of what a sun is? Maybe. Oh, look, we got 2 moons. We got a big moon and a baby moon. Very nice. Okay. To the outside world, it is cold enough. First, I need to repair these guys, since they are in a bad way. Okay, that's that. One more to go. Good. Let's start setting up the power just a little bit more. Power goes here. Okay. So now if we get this plugged in, then that turns on. And then I need to turn on this battery, if I can. Come on now. I don't think I can click that. That's okay. I'm gonna do drill. Pick it up. Click the button. Put it back. Okay. Now we turn you on with maximum. Just do some spam clicks. Alright. What now? Cable needs to go here, so we need more of the cable. That's something to do. And we don't really need to farm. I don't think I can make more steel currently. But we can make the gold that we need to make the cable that we need to make the power better. So let's cook that. That goes right through. Steel can happen in a moment. I do need more coal for steel, so a couple things of coal might be useful. Okay, but this can run on over and go into here and make me a bunch of cables, please. Need copper, not steel, copper. Okay, make me a bunch of cables, please. Got a little bit of copper. I think I can just plug that through, right? That doesn't need to be hot. No, that's good. We can make more copper. I'm just gonna have that to spare. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, that's looking good. So we just need to swap out this section. In fact, I think I could even do that right now. Do this, and then we do this. Oh, that's the wrong one. Whoops. There's a lot of buttons in this game. Okay. So that's plugged in. Now it just needs the solar panels on the other side. And it's all good to go. You go here for now. Let's grab what we can. I need a small amount of coal. Should farm for that tonight. And we should get this done. So first is clearing out the old cables. Okay. Oh shit, then this one needs to be plugged in too. Okay. I think that's where this was going, right? Okay. Oh, actually, it doesn't need to be off the main line. This can be its own. Let's just plug this straight up, right into here. Okay, and this will work. This doesn't need to be attached to the main line because this thing's never going to get drained very hard. So that should work. All right, what do we got here? We got our power now is on a heavy watt wire. Goes here first. That will fill. After that's full, goes here to the transformer. Goes through that. Finally, we'll use the battery if it needs. That's all good. This is still not quite working until we get like the one last cord, is it? Or no, it's all plugged in and ready. We just need to see the sun turn on and then see if it works or not. But I think this is good. I think this is done. Swap out the battery. I said I needed coal or we're not going to be able to make steel. We can also do a little bit of crafting during the night if we want to. Got the ability to throw down a medium satellite dish. Can live anywhere. Where do you live? Here, maybe? Roof, maybe? It's not gonna like the roof. Right there is a good spot for it. I'll put it there and call that good for now. Satellite dish down, landing pad basic. Okay. So this is the center. Just rotate it this way. They will come in and land this way in the center here. And then you need to actually like construct directional indicators like this. You have to draw the right shape. Alright, that's a start. We need a bunch of steel to finish it. You are 6%. Just throw you away. Here comes the sun. Do. Just grab whatever we can fast. That's already 200 steel. Can we get 2 stacks of coal? Okay. That is enough. More gold, I suppose, since it's here. That will create heat if we need it. I don't think we do. Sun's coming up. Let's get out of here. Okay. How about power? Is power working? You are full, which means it's filling. You are filling fast. Good. So power's working. These are filling correctly off that main line. And then we'll have a big battery backup right there, which is currently very low. But that's going to add a huge amount of reserve power. And it's prioritizing the transformer. I think I forgot to say, so batteries are not perfectly efficient. You don't want to just go straight into a battery and then straight out, because that's going to just like waste like 70% of your power. Or not 70, they're only like 80% efficient, I think. That's what I'm trying to say. So you want to be careful with that. Alright. What am I doing? I'm doing steel is a thing to do. Temperature here is going to be problematic. Let's let this empty. It's going to take a minute. Okay. Alright, these are all full. So this is 3 things of steel. That's more than enough. We need steel for the landing pad. We need to finish the landing pad. We need to plug it in. And then we need to program this guy to run the satellite dish. Okay. Let's see. How you doing? Emptying slowly. Let's turn that, close that, make sure it's empty. I'm gonna save just in case something funky happens, and let's start getting the steel going. I'm gonna that's on. Let's turn this on too. So we'll just push air through, help add heat. Alright, I want to do at least, let's do 400 steel to start. This is super close. This is really sketchy. I don't know if we're going to make it. What do we got? We got one bottle of water left. One bottle of water. I think one of them still has a small amount in it. But we are pretty hosed for resources. Okay. This looks good. The ratio's right. Temperature is too low. Melting all this is lowering the temperature. However, this is on, right? You're on, you're working, you're pulling in air. So as it gets hotter, this temp should be going up, right? Are you even working? If I turn you off, do you feel? You do, and then the temperature goes way up. Higher pressure, higher temperature. Okay, so we're heating up everything inside. And then we can even just like dump that gas now. Getting to midday peak sun here. Temperature should be going up fast. Looking for 600 and something when the light turns green. Getting close. It's a lot of material in there. Alright, I think this should do it. There it is. Turn that off. And there we go, 400. Alright, it would be nice to throw this through a splitter right away. Let's maybe do that right over here. I'm just gonna purge everything. Let's break that into stacks. Could just plug in one more splitter too. It's nice to have just a splitter by your furnace. Alright, there's all of that. Turn that off. Grab some steel. What do we need? Landing pad, right? Landing pad basic. Give me a bunch of those. Copper and steel. We don't have enough copper. Make me some copper. Do I have copper? I do have copper. Copper go here. Should be hot enough. It is. Copper go here. I did like 3 hours of Battlefield earlier. I'm good for the night. I'm waiting for next game. I'll do a little bit every day. But it's a little painful. Ready to move along. Okay, so this is going to make 10. This will make 20. That's going to be enough. Good. So that's going to be enough landing pads. Alright, we got enough landing pads, and then we need to weld them, which is pretty cheap. What else do we need to do here? We need solar panel power. So we're going to need a bunch of, like, dials, I think. Actually, I don't know how the new trading system works exactly. I'm not 100% certain what we need to do. In the past, you would change the vertical, the horizontal, and the power output to do whatever you wanted to do. I think things are a little different now, but I don't know how. Hopefully you can request traders instead of just getting what you get randomly, because we desperately need food and water. It would be good if we could bring in a trader for materials so that we could just like sell some ore or sell some material like, you know, harvested or handled silicon. So that's where our money will come from. And then we can use that money to buy food and water. I need food and water so bad. Alright, let's see. What about the programming? We're going to want... We need an IC guy. Let's get an IC... Is this the wrong one? Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Turn that off. Gonna need an IC, dude. Do we have enough of these? I think we have enough. I'm gonna turn that off. We'll make more if we need. Okay, so I need an IC guy. Let's get an IC guy, and then we're gonna need an IC housing guy. Let's get an IC housing guy. That's up next. We might need to pause and do some programming pretty quick. Do you know how Silk got Gemini banned? You were his first mod, first to highlight his hacks. Holy. Very observant of you. I know nothing about anything. That sounds like drama I have not heard about. I'm happy to see hackers get banned. And I'm surprised to see there's like, there's vehicle players that have been hackers. They've like streamed. And it was hard to tell they were hacking. That seems interesting and odd. You'd think that would be noticeable, but apparently you can kind of get away with it. Alright. We should put the housing over here for now. Let's flip this guy too. Or no, we're good. Let's just plug it in. Okay, so we'll need to program this in a minute. I need to see what we're working with. We need to finish that satellite dish. And then we need to run power over to our landing pad. I think we're going to need more cable. Let's get a few of these. Not that many. Not going to want to let it run forever. I am curious about your drama. You're welcome to, what do they call it? Spill the tea? Do you want to spill tea all over me? Love tea. Tea is my favorite. That's a true story. A nice bubble tea? Ooh, delicious. Okay. What else are we gonna need? We're gonna need more of the steel frames, I believe. I could be wrong there. Not frames, I mean, but the steel plates, steel sheets. Make those. And we don't need gas for now. This can go here. Alright, we are 10% water, 30% food. We're gonna have to starve a little. And almost time to go outside again. Let's see if we can get the station set up. We got powered set up well. We've got a vending machine. We need to get the landing pad and the programming. And then we can start interacting with traders, I think. Let's see how this goes. I will save in case. And out we go. 400 degrees. That's too hot. I shouldn't be outside. I'm gonna load again. Let's make sure we don't waste too much effort here, or waste too much, take in more heat than we need. If we could just wait 2 minutes and not cook our bases quickly. I think that's worth doing right now. Save scum it is. Let's chill for a second. about a nice bite of Thai food? Ooh, what's that? Why is there air flying around? I hope that's not something going terribly, terribly wrong. It's likely something going terribly, terribly wrong. But how? Alright, how's the temp now? Cold. We're good. Let's go. What do you need? Steel sheets. I am prepared. What do you need? Wrench. I am prepared. Plastic. I am prepared. Ooh, look at that. Alright, there it is. Okay, so solar panel, or the satellite dish is plugged in now. It still looks like it's got the same power, rotation, upwards, downwards. Okay. Needs to be plugged in. For power, we're gonna go straight into the heavy wire that we're using for our main base here, our main base line. It's gonna go up. Okay. Okay. So when it draws power, it's gonna do so from our main line. And then the automation is going to be from a smaller normal network on a smaller cable. That way we can draw huge amounts of power without having any overloading of cables. And that's coming straight from the base, which is perfect. Alright, that guy's set up. At least a little, still need to program it. Okay, there's that. Let's finish these. Alright, that's all the directions. I need diagonal too. Okay, and then we need plain tiles. I'm one short. I'm too short, actually. We need a little bit more here, but we're really close here. We should be able to finish this right now. Or in the next, like, 3 minutes. Alright, fill it in. Okay, I need more sheets. I need 2 of the landing atmospheric dudes. How's our power? Power's good. Dance, 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 dance. Oh, you should turn off here. Okay. That's plenty. Alright, I need a landing pad basic, which takes some steel that I do not have here, but I got tons of that. Just made a bunch. Boom. Give me 2 of these. 1, 2. That's going to be 2. Got the steel I need to finish construction. Okay, good. Now we're going to need some switches. We need, let's see, what is it, the I/O thing? I/O? Logic I/O? No, what's the input one? Is it just a switch? Maybe. Let's make 1 switch and take a look at it. We'll deal with that in a moment. For now, get outside. Finish crafting. So we need a... This is just like the data and power. This is what's gonna provide power and allow us to connect the programming logic. Without that, we can't really do anything. Let's get the... what do you need? Oh, that? Perfect. Okay, so this needs to come off the same line. I've not used you once. I should get deleted. All good.
Health low.
Why? Am I dying? Yes, I'm dying. We need more water. Okay. Okay. So now we have a 5x5 landing pad that we can use, which is plugged into a thing dude guy. I don't know what that button does. Anyway, this is now on. It's all plugged in. Look at those beautiful lights. All working correctly. We got our solar power, or our dish, I mean. It's plugged into our main power source. That one has yet to be connected here. You can see it coming out, so that needs to get connected. Alright. Okay, so now that's connected to the main line. Alright, so we've got our trading computer here. We've got some programming logic here, which we need to set up. We have got the landing pad. I think we have everything we need. We got the vending machine. I think we've got pretty much everything we need to do some basic trading. And we are rapidly dying, so that would be a good time to start trading. Try and snooze some ads. Alright. So I'm going to run into the base. I'm going to manage my human dude and drink the last little bit of water we have. And then it's time to program some trading. I'm also going to run ads so we don't get ads. There we go. Alright, we have 30% water remaining. It's bad. It's bad and my dude's not happy, so I should chill here for a moment. Alright, let's think about trading. So we need to get the dish programmed. We want to have dials to control the vertical and the horizontal. We want to have a switch for the power, I think, or even a dial for the power. I think we might want to switch too. This satellite is the really power-hungry part of this. So we want to make sure we have some tight controls for that. We can do that in a moment. How about coffee? Coffee is good. Oh, but not this coffee. Oh. Alright, so I'm just going to chill here for a moment longer, since our mood is low. We are on our last bit of food and water here. Just a teeny bit left. We have 30% of one bottle of water left. So we want that to get used as slowly as possible. Which means we want to keep this guy in a good mood. And not let him run through resources faster by being upset. As soon as that mood debuff's gone, I'm out of here. It's trading time. I need to do some trading. get some head wobbling done while we chill. I wonder too, I think our food might be running down faster as we're healing. I thought that it would be a good idea to deliberately bleed out and then eat and drink to heal up, but it seems like that's only hurting me. It's making his mood go way down, and then he runs through resources faster, and then it seems like it's taking more resources to heal back up as well. So that was likely a mistake.
Anti-critical.
All good. I'm learning. Do you not work? Come on. Oh. That's okay. We can fix this really fast. I think I just fucked up some cables. We can just take this guy and bring it straight down, right into the line of power, which I know is powered. And voila. I was worried we were going to be trapped in here, have to lose our oxygen or something, which would be real bad. Okay, there's that. This is empty, vacuum, back into our nice vacuum room. Okay. Show me the switch. Is this what I want? Can you do a dial? We got a lever, we got a button, we got a dial. Okay. Alright, so we'll have a vertical dial. We'll have a horizontal dial. We'll have a switch. We'll have a power dial. And we'll be good. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 more of those. Then I think that's everything we need to get this thing working. I'm also going to just turn it on and see what happens. I might not need to do anything here. Let's try and see what we're working with a little more. Alright, what do we got here? So this can be a general switch, on-off switch. Okay, you do a dial. Go this way, okay. And then let's do a dial for power as well. Okay. You are power dial. You are horror dial. No, you're vert dial. You're horror dial. Okay, so we've got our labels on our variables. Power dial, vert dial, horror dial, and we're gonna have power switch. Okay, so these guys are all labeled. Let's get them plugged in, which we're gonna need more cables for. Should probably just make a shitload of cables. Always gonna need cables. Go, go, go. Alright, what happens if I turn this on? I'm guessing you see nothing. You see nothing. Is the satellite dish even on? Maybe, maybe not. Let's get it wired up. I'm just gonna do, the program we need to write is not very complicated, so I'm just gonna write that. Let's see. This should be enough to plug it in. Get power switch plugged in. This dial's already plugged in. This dial's plugged in. This dial is working on it. It's all on the same network. Okay, there we go. Now we got our dials plugged in, we got our switch plugged in, we got our IC code or IC chip all ready to go. We need programming. Let's turn this on, go to edit, and pause. Okay. Time to do some assembly programming. Here we go. We are programming our control for our satellite dish in particular. Let's go ahead and just start. We can start with this and just kind of clear a few things. We're going to have, let's see, so let's define our inputs where we have no light sensor. We have a D power switch for general power. We're going to have D vert dial for the vertical dial. We're going to have D hor dial for the horizontal dial. We're going to have the power dial, D power dial. It's D3. Okay, so we've got power, vertical, horizontal, uh, and then control for the specifics there. The only other thing I think we need here is uh, the satellite dish. So the D dish is going to be D4. So here's our inputs. Those are the dials, the switch, and the actual satellite dish itself we're going to need to have access to. Okay, so we're going to have a vertical value. We're going to have a horizontal value. We're going to have a power value, which is our 13. We're going to have a power is on. Okay, that's going to be R12. So each of these is plugged into the different D0s, which are the different inputs here that we can wire up. That's those D values. And then these are our R values. These are our registers. These are like our variables that we're using to hold just whatever we're going to compute here and make our code a little easier to read. All right, I'm going to chop this apart real quick. We're just going to delete stuff. We're going to keep the same general structure here of having our program. This is our programming loop. So this is our main function. We're going to start off. We're going to create all our variables, alias all our inputs, get those all wired up. Our main function is going to yield for 1 tick. It always needs to do that to prevent locking up. It's going to jump to load variables and push the return address into raw. We'll do all our computation here for loading variables. And then once we've done that, we're going to jump to the return address, which will come right back up. And then right here, we'll do whatever application we need to do of setting values to the satellite dish. And then finally, once that's done, it's going to jmain, jump right back to main, and just loop forever. So it's going to loop reading the values that we have on our dishes, or on our dials and on our switch. It's going to set up the satellite dish, and it's just going to do that forever. This will give us a way to find control the satellite while we are inside of our vacuum base and totally safe. And yeah, let's see how this works. I'm curious. I think they've made changes to the vendors. So I feel like there's going to be something different. Something's going to fuck up here. And in fact, with that in mind, I'm going to save just in case. Okay, let's get to it. So we're going to pause. So first off, what are we going to do? We're going to load our variables. So we load into the vertical. Let's start with the power switch. Power is on. Is going to be D power switch on. So power is on. Our variable for power is on is going to be our the power switch input on. So whatever value is that switch has is going to be set to power is on. If it's on, it'll be a 1. If it's off, it'll be a 0. That's one thing done. Let's load the vertical value. That's going to be load into the vert. Let's call this vvert instead of vertical. Okay. Load into vvert. It's going to be dvert dial. And then logic type is setting, I think, is what it's called. Let's take a look at that. Show me a dial. Dials have mode setting. So this is the one we're looking for. This is just the value, I think. Okay. So we're going to load the setting. So whatever value we have on that dial now is going to be loaded into vvert. Okay. And then we actually want to do a little bit more here. So let's say this is going to be from 0 to 9, which is going to be every value will be incrementing it by 10 or 10 degrees. Yeah. So basically the idea is this is only going 90 degrees, right? Vertical can only go straight up, straight down like this. This is a 90-degree range. So we're going to tweak that dial so that it can only go from 0 to 9. And then we're going to say multiply. Vert is going to be itself multiplied by 10. So we'll have 0 to 9 for our setting on the dial. Every increment is going to adjust the verticality by 10%. And then that'll give us the range of 0 to 90 with 9 options along the way. And we'll see if that's good enough. We might even want to do like 18 with 5. Makes sense. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Let's do 18, multiply it by 5, and give a little finer control. But we don't want to do like 0 to 90 is going to be a pain in the ass. So let's give some control, but not anything crazy. Okay, and then we're going to load the horizontal. So we're going to load into vhor. That's going to be dhor dial. Again, setting. And this one is 0 to 360. So that's going to be 0 to 36. Yeah? It doesn't go all the way to 360. It goes to 359, I think. And then it'll go to 0. Yeah, whatever. Let's see how this works. Okay, so this one's going to do something similar. Let's say 36 interval, or 36 settings maybe, with increments of 10 would do 360. So we can do multiply vhor by itself, or sorry, multiply vhor by 10 and then store it in itself. Okay, so we're going to load the value of the vertical dial, multiply it by 5, load the value of the horizontal dial, multiply it by 10, and then we've got power. I don't know what we do for power. Let's see. So we're going to load v power is going to be d power dial setting. And what range do we want to do here? It's going to be like 0 to 10, maybe? I don't know what the power range is. Let's take a look at the satellite dish. Sat. Medium sat. Medium satellite dish power can be... Does it tell me how much maximum power it can use? What's the max power? Oh, whoa. What is any of this? Is this just a bunch of data on the... Okay, this is a bunch of data on the trader and stuff, I think. Trader by thing data. I like that name. Okay, they've got some interesting values for like metadata for contact. I wonder if you can like save that or something, or if you can automatically write some code to like automatically find the strongest thing. Anyway, let's ignore that. What are we looking at? Power is read. Power signal strength. Read. There's got to be some right here. And I don't know what activate does. I'm guessing setting is what we're going to be using to set the power. That's usually the case. It's got the vertical, like we'd expect, and the horizontal should be here somewhere, right? Horizontal, vertical, okay. Most of this is read. We're pretty much looking for writes. I'm wondering what this is. Filters the satellite's auto selection of targets to a single reference ID. Are you telling me that I can just automatically target without having to play the dumb game of looking around all over the place? Okay, maybe there's automatic and manual. I'm not sure. I don't know how these work with the changes they've made. We're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna figure it out in a time crunch when we're about to die in a bad way. Let's see what happens. I hope I'm not screwed here. If we can't get the traders we need, then that's it. Run out of air, run out of water, die. I could throw down a respawn thing in our little air room and respawn there, but I really don't. I want to rogue it. I want to die if I die. I'll do a little bit of safe scumming. But I like every day it says you have been alive for this many days. The save is this many days old. It's got to be the same number. I got to make sure he's been alive for as long as the save's been going. All right. Anyway, I think this goes up to like, if I remember right, it goes up to something insane. Like, I want to say 20,000 watts, or at least 2,000 watts. I don't know. I need to go tweak it and see. We'll just go play with it outside and see what it says. Okay, so we're going to load the power dial. We're going to do the same thing of doing a multiply. V power is going to be multiplied by, what, 100? Maybe. And then we'll have levels from like 1 to 10. Okay. We can do 0 to 10, doesn't matter. So, looking at our load variables loop, we're going to load the powers on into the power switch, and then that's pretty much done. That's just a Boolean on or off. We're going to load the vertical dial setting into our vertical thing. We're going to multiply it by 5, looking for 0 to 90 degrees. We're going to load our horizontal, and that's going to be 0 to 36, multiply it by 10, so that should give us 0 to 360 horizontal. And then we're going to load our power dial into power, multiply it by 100. So the weakest we'll do is 100, but it can go up to 1,000 for now. And then we can just adjust this. It's just a hard-coded value, doesn't matter. But that's the general plan for how we're going to control this, and that's going to give us fine control where we can just tweak these dials and then see how it affects the strength of the signal until we point the thing with a strong enough signal to be able to call them in for a landing. Okay, so this is computing our various values. Now we need to actually assign them. Let's see. So first, let's go ahead and we're going to set stuff. So now we're going to set the D dish vertical is going to be equal to V vert. Set D dish horizontal is V hor. Set D dish setting. So this is the power, I think, but I need to go check. That's going to be equal to the power. And then finally, whether or not this thing is even on is going to be set D dish on as the power is on. Okay, so simple as that. We're loading all our variables. We're doing some very basic multiplication to them, storing them in little variable values that we can apply to the dish. And this should give us fine control over our dish. Likely not to work, but this is a good start. Let's go ahead and save this. This is going to be called trader dish. Sure. Confirm. Export. Off. Okay, so now this guy has been... Nope, that didn't work, did it? Why didn't you work? Export. You got code on you? 0 bytes? Oh, it's the wrong one. It's doing the wrong housing. Fuck. Okay, let's label this real quick. It's a little bit of a pain. This is our programming housing. I think I can make a laptop now and then just delete this. That's even better. Anyway, programming housing. So you get to go to programming housing, export, and then we turn it off. Okay, there we go. All right, this guy goes over here. We turn it off. It immediately breaks, but then it's going to provide the IntelliSense for these guys. This is power switch. Give me that power switch. Power dial, power switch. Vert dial. Power dial, power switch, vert dial, vert dial, vert dial. Hor dial. Hor dial. Power dial. Hor dial. Did I see it there? No. Power dial. Okay, so those are all set up now. We need to program our switches to change the range on them. How do you do that? Oh, I remember. It's the screwdriver. Okay. Okay, so this goes from 0 to 20... No. What's this supposed to do? Horizontal is 36, right? 0 to 36 for horizontal. Vertical is up to 90, so up to 9. 0 to 9. And then the power is going to be 0 to 10, I thought. So there we go. We set the max and the min there. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is the max. It goes from 0 to 10, 0 to 9, 0 to 36. Okay, so all of those are more or less wired up. Let's save. Let's just turn this on and see what happens. You go on. Do we have any breaking? Incorrect logic at line 24. Okay, let's take a look. What's wrong with line 24? Pause. Line 24. Load. V power is on. D power switch on. Switch. It's not. It's setting, isn't it? It's not on. So we look at the logic. It has open, lock, setting. Pretty sure setting is what we want here. Let's do setting. Okay. Then let's save that. Confirm. Export. Off. Alright, try again. You working? Device not found. Line 15. Do we get all these plugged in? No, yeah, we don't have the dish. Device not found indeed. Turn you off so you don't fuck with anything while we're rotating through everything. We're looking for the dish. Medium satellite dish. There we go. Green light. So at least it's running. It's doing its loops right now. Can I see the dish? Nope. Let's turn this on. Alright. So let's start playing with this. I'm going to save. Let's give it the vertical dial. Let's start at like, what? 4 or 5? Did I say? I said this goes to 18, right? I don't even remember. 0 to 18. Yeah. So I messed up this guy. 18. Okay. Then I want it to go to 9. Just go to directly halfway through. Okay, power can go to 1. Let's give it a little power. Do 2 power. Horizontal 0 is fine. And then let's see if this is even doing any things or stuff or what's going on outside. I'm going to save. Let's go take a look. Are you on and stuff? Do I have to turn you on? Oh, no, you don't have the... Good, so that's working. The switch is working, and we didn't turn on the power switch. So it's keeping itself off, which is what we would want. We don't waste power unless we say on. Okay, we turn that on. We immediately see some stuff. They're selling snacks. That is food and water, I think. Let's see if we can bring this dude in. Let's see. Is this going to be on the test? Only if you want to be a professional assembly programmer. This is really fun. This is just straight up assembly programming. And assembly is a great tool for solving very simple problems. It's hard if you want to do complex things. But it's perfect for this. I think we might already be good here. Are you going to finish? Could we bring this in and see if we can get any food or water? Both of those would be good. Okay, needs more power. What if I turn that up? Does that work? No? What if I turn it all the way up? Oh, so powerful, so strong. 10 out of 1,000 watts. What if I turn it down? 10. Okay, so this is working. We see 8 out of 800. Okay, it's 107 away. So let's try and switch the horizontal. And just move that up a little. I'm going to save. We might need to save scum here. And just, like, find the correct values. Load. Bring it back. But the builder's good. Builder is going to give us the chance to... excuse me, jeez. Builder's going to give us the chance to sell stuff, I think. We need snacks for food and water. Builder could be income. We got 20 minutes before this dude fucks off. We got 5 minutes before this dude's gone. So that's all not great. What are you doing, satellite dish? You need to have a... What do you call it? Alright, what am I doing? You can see it rotating so slowly. It's so slow. Where are you, trader? Where do you live? And how are we on power? Full. Good. Okay, this is going much faster now, and this one's working. Contact, not enough. 7 out of 800 watts. How about you? How you doing? 61 out of 800. Let's move that a teeny bit more. You like that I'm a variety streamer? Look, I do programming things sometimes. Let's turn the power up. I think the power is really low, too. I'll check on that in 1 second. Let's see if this is good. Is this gonna work? Is this getting better or worse? Slightly better, but not good. 81 out of 100 and whatever. That's better. Okay. Let's do that. While that's moving, I want to go look at the power. What's the power look like? Whee! Where are you at, dial? You are at 1,000. You go up to like 10,000 or something. You go up way higher than that. Okay. So, right away, I think we might be fine. Like what we're doing exactly. Let's keep stuff the way it was, basically. Let's do that. Let's take this guy. Let's move it over. Turn this on. Turn this on. Edit. Pause. Let's change this. So 0 to 10 is okay. But let's multiply by 1,000 instead of 100. So now our setting is going to be from 1,000 up to 10,000. Which I think might not even be the full range of that dish. And that's going to give us much better, what do you call it, signal. Turn that off, turn that off. Put that in, turn the power down from 10 to 5 maybe. 5,000 is a lot. How are you doing now? There it goes. Okay, so we can interrogate. That's going to take a minute. Can I do that one? I can. That's also going to take a minute. So I want to bring this, we'll bring this guy down, the builder. We'll see if we can sell him anything to just get some money. And then we got 16 minutes to bring the snack dude down. I think we're okay, maybe. This is a really lucky catch. If we didn't get water, it's all over. Let's see how this goes. And this should be draining our battery pretty hard too. So we'll need to be careful with that. Alright, so you have to point it in the general right direction to get a strong enough signal. We're only getting like 10% of our signal through, but it's enough to make this happen as long as we put a lot of power into the satellite dish for now. So we get this going. Once we're contacted, we can bring them in. And now I am going to do this one. That's going to go way faster since it's a little 3x3. Let's get this one done. This dude should be zooming on in. You can see him approaching up in the sky. Okay, this guy's ready. We're on a 14-minute timer, and then we can just shut it all off. Now everything's off, and our power is being conserved. We can just leave that running, but this is our general. This is off. We're not using power, more or less. Okay, good. Progress. 14 minutes now. 14 minutes. What do you got for me? You sell things. Don't care. You. Oh, you buy things. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. You're just buying a bunch of generic shit. Fantastic. I have got so much generic shit. So this can give us some money quickly. They sell... Oh, they sell useful things. Do you sell it? Oh! If we could buy a little bit of this stuff, that would actually be super useful. Fuck. Or wait, no. This is selling. Okay, so this is what I sell. Which we don't... We could do some steel. That's great. Steel, maybe... Any of these we have, so we can sell some of these. Great. And then buying, we don't want to buy any of this, but we just want to get some money. I think we actually start with money too. We have 200 on the credit card. So we could buy a teeny bit, but we want to, let's get a little bit of money. And then let's bring in the trader dude who's got some food and water. Let's buy some water. All right. So we want to sell him resources. He wanted, I think he wanted something like this. Let me turn that on. I know he wanted some of this. Let's get some of that. And he wanted a bunch of steel. Steel is pretty much the best thing we could be selling. We just got a bunch of it. So let's sell as much as we can. This is I think this is like the best trader we could have hoped for generating revenue. This is really, really lucky. And then we've got food right after. I'm super happy with that. So we're just going to dump resources into the tradey boy. Let's get rid of a bunch of stuff. I don't want to get rid of everything, but I do want to get rid of a lot. Anything we can sell right now. Super fucking useful. Okay. Let's do this and then see where we're at. Okay, so all these are loaded into the vending machine. Now when we go outside, we can see them available to sell, since they should be plugged into the same system. And then let's sell as much as we can. Look at that. Okay, and then I had some of this, right? Nope, no solder. Constantine, we do. Okay, Invar. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so we'll sell a bunch of stuff. We're up to 1,000 euros? What is that? 1,000 E's. We have 1,000 E's. I don't want to buy anything from this guy. I want him to go away. Goodbye. Alright, so this guy gives us money and then he fucks off to space forever. Let's go ahead and bring in the food guy before he expires, which we have like 10 minutes to spare. Alright. So turn this on again, turn the power down to 1, and then say you come on in. Is that gonna work? You trading? Okay, he's coming in. We can turn the power off now. And then let's see what he's got. Alright, do you want to buy anything? You want to buy cans? We can get potatoes, we can't. Food stuff, we can't. Gas, we can't. You sell food. Ooh. That's good food. Do you sell water? You don't sell water? Oh my god. How could you, you fuck? Are you serious? You don't sell water. That's bad. We need water more than anything. Okay, I'm gonna buy a couple things of food. We pretty much need water exclusively, so I don't want to buy too much. We're buying the highest quality food. And then that'll keep us eating for a while. I think we actually need... I shouldn't have done that. I should have bought... these are better. Let's buy a couple of these. Let's buy all of these. And then depart this guy. I think the cakes go bad, is what I'm thinking. I think they expire if we don't have a fridge, and we don't have a fridge. I don't think soups regen water. I think they're extremely low quality food, if I remember correctly. You would think, but no. Okay, so here's our food. We can poop the food. Alright, so food's good, but we are in a bad spot for water, is the problem. So let's see if we can find water. Star Sippers. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's turn the power way up. That goes a lot faster. Dude, is it... Did they like... Are we just getting extremely lucky here? Or did they deliberately set it up so that it's not terribly hard to get the first most important survival things? I'm not sure. I think we might have just had like the luckiest trading run here that I'm ever gonna encounter. But let's bring this dude in and see what he's got. I think this dude sells water. I think he sells just like straight water. Which is no problem. That's just fine. So if we're just selling straight water, then we need to plug that in here. Which means we're gonna need a water atmospheric things. We need one more of the landing pad. Atmospherics, I think? I think this is the one we use to pull water out. We need an atmospheric connection to pull water out, and then we're going to want an insulated tank to store the water. Can I have a nice insulated liquid tank? Steel, copper, silicon. Okay. I just spent all of my steel, didn't I? Of course. Steel, copper, silicon. I might just dump some steel because we're in a panic. You got steel? Fuck it. Give me the steel. I need the steel. There's my atmospherics. If I remember right, this one needs like a generic tank too. Just like a normal tank. Liquid tank? Let's see. I'll go out there and find out. Okay, you get turned off. Steel goes here. Let's make one insulated tank. Insulated liquid tank is coming. Okay, 18% water is enough. We interrogated this dude. We'll bring him in to land. Let's turn... Power's fine at 5. I'm going to turn off the satellite dish. Okay. It's getting hot, but I want to go out there and check on what this dude's got for us. Okay, cool. So we've got some money. We've got a good amount of food now. These cakes are super good, and they're the highest quality food, and they're decaying. Fuck, I do need a fridge. This will decay completely in 9 hours? Maybe not. I bet we can eat it before it's gone. I bet we can get 9 hours of gameplay. Or I bet we eat both these cakes before 9 hours are through. But if we had a fridge, these would stay good. Anyway. You're trading, you're coming in, you're landed. Let's go see what you've got for me. Your name is Star Sippers, so I expect water. Bulk water. Okay, and liquid oxygen. Ooh. I didn't consider that, but this actually would be sick. Interesting. We might want to do that. If we bought some liquid oxygen, then we could... First, liquid nitrogen will allow us to heal. That would be nice. So this could be what we need to run the cryo chamber and stop dying. Turn off the breathing. That's really useful. The liquid oxygen could be used for oxygen, obviously. We can't do that, I don't think. Okay, so I'm keeping you around. And then do I have the atmospherics thing? What does it take to make a liquid gas? I want liquid. Liquid output goes here, or here, or here, or here, or here. And what do you need to finish? And we're just sitting out in the sun right now in the worst way. You need one liquid volume pump. Okay. Zoom. Liquid volume. Pump. Iron and gold. Gold. Iron. Liquid pump. Tank. Tank. Alright. So we got our insulated tank. We've got the pump coming out here. Pump will finish constructing our... the thing that we're going to need to pull water out from the trader. Okay. And then finally, we need some insulated liquid. Which means more silicon. Okay. Alright, what about steel? I still need steel. You got steel? You have almost nothing. Let's empty this. Okay. Good. Alright, we're getting everything we need here to purchase water and then to pump it out into our storage. And we're going to expand that storage as well. We can also use this for cooling. And after this, I might buy some liquid nitrogen or liquid water. Could be useful. I'm not sure. Let's see. But I think more than anything, we need water. Let's get that water going. Let's see. These shouldn't be outside. These should be in our... No, whatever, dude. We'll fix that later. This is progress. All right, we gotta wait for night. We gotta drink a little more water, and then we can finish a small amount of construction to get this all plugged in to drink more water in the future. And then we'll be in a decent spot here. It's a big find. This is great trading. Good luck. Okay, I'm gonna hide in here for a minute. I'm going to use the bathroom while we wait for the night. And we'll just chill. We can drink our last bit of water. This is the last water we get. Remember, there was one more. There, this is the guy. Okay, bathroom. Back in 1 second. Oh, let's eat that cake. Ooh, delicious. I think this is the highest quality food. You see, go to 4 stars. Good, and he's immediately happy. All right, I'm chilling for a second. Back in a second. Okay, it's night. Let's go. I was thinking too. Let's drain this as much as we can. Perfect. So now this is only hot water. Could even drink some more right now, but I'm not going to. All right, let's do a little bit of crafting. I need to go out and farm some steel, too. Oh, I think we even have some steel to spare. I should have used that before we sent the other trader away. That's all good. All right, you gonna work? There's that. Okay. Let's see. Alright, getting close. That go there. Can throw this guy down, just have a big tank. I don't even know if we want the big tank right now. Big tank might be a bad idea. I'll do it anyway. Okay, let's go get some steel. What am I looking for? This one. Okay, I'm gonna save just in case I get lost or something. We turn on our flashlight. Is my suit good? 82% battery is good. Looking for steel. Iron and coal. That's neither. We do need everything though. I'm sure I can eat some copper. Cobalt is rare. I'm getting it. gonna need to get
Hydration critical.
some air capturing set up pretty soon. When it's cold like this at night, it would be good to capture that air as well when it's hot during the hottest portion of the day. It'd be good to capture that air. It's good to have a hot tank and a cold tank. We could use the cold tank for our propellant in our suit. We could use the hot tank too, as long as we don't use it in the base, then we're good. We can also use both of those. We could plug it into our furnace and then just like have a switch and say, you know, turn on hot air, turn on cold air. Be able to basically cook almost everything just based on air that we are passively accumulating, so that we don't have to be dependent on the time of day to get the different air from different times of day. It'll be available at all times. That's the thing to do. I think an advanced furnace setup, the better furnace, and what I was just describing for air control is going to be a good place to start. And then later in time, we'll set it up to have a fuel line as well, so we can add just straight up fuel to the furnace if we want to do that, which we do need for advanced recipes and creating heat, instead of like using the gas offset from the, what do you call it, the silver or the gold. We can just add fuel. That's going to take a minute though. This is this planet has a ton of volatiles in the atmosphere, so we can just collect those volatiles, cool them off to like 25°C or so, add a little bit of oxygen as soon as we're generating that, and then we're able to have fuel. So that requires a farm first. Once we get a farm set up, we'll be good to go. Things to do. Alright, collecting resources, just grabbing whatever we can. I think the new day has already started. The sun will be coming up soon. I can see the temp rising slowly. About time to go home. That's not bad. That's a bunch of stuff. This new drill is way better. Much more effective use of time. Alright, where am I? Whee! Can you just turn on? You can. Cool. Alright, here's a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Let's just throw it in. Oops. I really want to fix this guy's breathing. Every once in a while, I remember the awful noise, and then I can't unhear it. Listen to him go. He just keeps breathing. He loves breathing so much. Just loves breathing. Obsessed with being alive. Alright, there's some stuff. Ooh. Another raid. Treat of luck. Hope you had a good day today. Thank you for the raid. Did you do another partner stream? I am currently setting up some water with a trader guy so that we can drink water before we die. We have 4% water left. We got a little bit of water. Let's drink these. I'm gonna go drink these right now. That's the thing to do while we wait for the sun to move through the sky. Okay, got a little bit of spare gas here we can poop. Add a little bit of heat to the environment. Close that. Alright, fill up the suits. Drink our last little bit of water. Eat some cake. Nice. You guys still alive? Have you died yet? No dying? Alright. We finished off the water. Finished off the water. We got some good food to spare. Got some nice chocolate bars. How's the environment here? Up to 23C, not bad. Need to run the air conditioner sometime. 35% carbon dioxide. It's getting pretty high. Not awful yet, but it would be good to get some plants in here or something. Okay. We'll get there. We're working on it. Thinking it could be good to expand a teeny bit more. And then add some plants. Grow some ferns. As soon as we can trade for them. She isn't far away. Alright, that's enough managing the dude. Giving him some food and water. Let's go ahead and start cooking some steel. So we can finish the piping. And get some water to drink. So let's start degassing stuff. I think I want to do another... Let's do all of this, actually. I'm going to do like 600 steel. It disappears fast. Thanks to Mage, no deaths. Nice. No deaths is the dream. I'm doing no deaths with save scumming. I suppose if you're doing partner stream, you don't get to save scum at all, do you? That's a pretty big disadvantage. I've been leaning on that a little bit already. I didn't consider that. That's tricky. I already killed myself earlier today. I accidentally clicked AC off, and then I went outside. And then I died. Whoops. Alright, that's all of it. Temperature's super low. Let's let that air out. Let's just start passing air through for now. It's probably hot enough now. So once this empties, start heating it up. This furnace setup is nice for getting started. But we're going to want to replace that basically as soon as we can. Alright. Empty-ish. Let's flip the direction. Start bringing air in. Should start bringing the temp up. Right now it's just passing straight through. Just bringing the temp up. And when we close it should start going up much faster. There we go. There we are. Turn that off. Turn that off. Good. Bunch of steel. Wait, I need another splitter. We should throw this splitter down. Where's my splitter? We had one extra. It's perfect. Let's just put it right here. Fuck it. I'll do it right here. It's good. Okay. Set you to 50. Turn that on. Give you power. Okay. Now we can split this guy up. So the 100 we will put into here right away and create more of the pipes, which should be already ready to go. There it is. Put the 500 in here to break it into 10 stacks of 50 so it's a little more manageable. Good. If anything bad happens, we're like, yeah, no, we know how to survive and spend the next 100 days getting back to right. Oh, okay, so you roll back. I gotcha. That makes sense. It feels like if you want to play this game as like a pure rogue, that's hard. It's hard not to make a little mistake inevitably. And like, I mean, like my death I had earlier today, I don't even know. Somehow I turned the AC off. I feel like I fat fingered something. I have no idea how that even happened. Like that would be such a sad death. I feel like that's pretty much what's gonna happen. You'll have some really, really silly thing inevitably happen. That's just gonna destroy like 40 hours of work or whatever. I don't think that's quite right. I like the idea of doing like hardcore and trying to never die. But I think you gotta do a little bit of save scumming. It's gonna be really hard not to. And probably screw yourself super bad. Okay, we got pipes. I'm gonna just brave the weather for one moment here so we can run outside. It's gonna be warm. Do I want to? Ah, fuck. Should I stay inside? I should stay inside, but I'm not gonna. We're only gonna be out for a moment. Alright, here we go. So that plugs in there. We now have a tank that we can put water in. Okay. And then this will plug in to our water system in there, which will give us water to drink. All good. I turn that on. I click on you and say buy water. How much can I buy? Not that much. Can I buy 50 water? Let's do that. Give me more water. More water. As much water as I can water. I love water. Water is good. Okay, that's everything. I can't sell you anything, so you're just taking up a spot. I'm gonna kick you out. Now this guy should be emptying. That is already empty. You empty? You have water? Turn that off so it's not wasting power. This now has water. Okay, let's go ahead and check. What are you at? How many liters did I get? I have 62 liters of water inside of that tank. Okay. Turn that on. Turn that off. Star sippers, yep. Is that a reference to something? Alright, so what are we looking at here? We got, you now have almost no liquid in here. Okay. So we'll probably want to pump some liquid into this guy, since we need it for air conditioning. But just the fact that we have water in the system. What did it say? 60 liters there. We've got 8 liters here. So, something like 70 liters of water. That's progress. I'm concerned. We fucking fly through water when we fill these bottles up. Let's fill up a few bottles. And this should be routed inside. This should be inside of our happy room. There. Okay. Water goes in. I can just leave this. This is okay where it's at. This is going to be a rarely touched thing. Alright, I want to pull this off the wall. Okay. And then just move it in there, basically. Nothing fancy. Alright. Let's see, where should water live? Ooh, you can rotate it. That's nice. Is that gonna work? I think I should have put it in the center. Let's put it in the center. Is it upside down? Yeah. Do I care? Nah. Where's my water? I want to drink. Oh, look at that. I can drink. Delicious. Delicious. Throw that in there. Where's my 100% water? Let's just like leave all of these at empty, basically. There we go. Or maybe we'll have one reserve kept on my person for the just in case. Okay. Plug you in. Alright, it's got water connected. It needs power connected. Where's my power? Got some power running here we can use. The perfect amount of cables. Amazing. Oh, and we can hear it go gurgle, 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 gurgle noises. Very nice. What a time to be alive. Gurgle, gurgle. Alright, I'm gonna grab one more of these, throw it in here, fill that up. Cool. Turn that off. Alright, good. Okay. We got food. We got some water. We got trading set up. At least very, very, very basic trading. And that is that's a good start. This puts us in a good spot here. I think we need to heal the dude. I'm tired of hearing him breathe. But we can now call in traders. We can use the custom programmed dials and whatnot to control the dish and call in whoever we want. We're going to use that little mini game to carry us through the mid game, basically. We're going to be trading for everything we need. We trade for water, and then we could turn the water into oxygen, using plants in particular. Would be good. So we want to rack up a little bit of money, store up some resources, just like get some water stored in our water storage. And then get a big cooling system going so that we can start cooling off all our gases and expanding and growing plants without worrying about heat and all of that jazz. So this is a good spot. We're getting some progress here, and that was a significant luck streak to get all those good traders in a row, to get the money we need to buy food and buy water, just like back to back to back. If we weren't able to do that right away, we might have been hosed. Sometimes it takes like an hour or two to get the trader you're interested in. I don't know how long it's going to be before we see like a seed trader to be able to get some ferns and stuff. But we got very lucky there, and we're in a pretty good spot. All right, I need to take a break. I'm crashing really hard. I need to eat food and take some rest. I've been streaming like crazy the last couple days, so I think I gotta wrap it up here. It's poor timing. You just raided. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. But I gotta go. I'm cooked. I need rest, and I need to finish my food. I've eaten half a meal today. It's not enough food. So I think we're gonna call it here for now. This is a good run. Got some trading all set up. Next time we can work on just getting more comfortable, getting some more utility, get better equipment maybe, start getting the advanced furnace going. Make sure to capture all that hot air, cold air from the outside during the peak of the heat of the day, and the opposite when it's coldest at night. Capture both of those in different tanks so we can use them for furnaces. That's going to make life a lot easier. Alright, cool. Save. Quit. I quit.